than writing the rules. Ain't the fame that I'm after when paying the dues. I've been through the pain that's reflected in the attitude. Might be winning now, but the thing is that I had to lose. So go and tell me what you really want to do. And lonely at the top, cause there ain't a lot of room. Ain't no other option, that's all I ever knew. So I'ma get it poppin', you know how I'ma do. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah. They know I'm going all in. Through the blood and the sweat, y'all know we ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. I've been down from the jump. Ain't no love lost, we just really doing us. Go and take your seat, looking silly getting up. Y'all know what it is, let me tell them what it was. It was 24/7 on the grind, one thing at a time. Hard to understand, kind of person got the state of mind. We was making moves every day, getting things in line. You could go and say what you want, but believe that I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. They know I'm going all in. Through the blood and the sweat, y'all know we ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of The Big Show. It's episode 41. Facts over feelings, real sports, real talk, no filters. It's powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show. Joined by Nick Taylor, three-time CFL champion. Folks, we got a great show for you tonight. I know we've been off for a couple of weeks. We were planning on going last week, but I think Nick got sick or he had something pop off. I don't recall exactly. Maybe I got sick. I don't know anymore. I've lost track of the illnesses and the things that have popped that come into life and such and such. So we didn't really get a chance to talk about or recap on the Super Bowl. We will do that tonight, a short, abridged version, because nobody really cares about the Super Bowl anymore. But there are some comments I'm sure we're going to have to make about, the game itself and, of course, the disastrous, at least in my opinion, trash asterisk of a halftime show. And I'm sure Nick disagrees, so I'm already prepared for his disagreement. But we got a lot going on here tonight. We got the Miami Heat. They do nothing in the trade deadline, which we didn't talk about because, again, we weren't here last week. And then, of course, the Miami Dolphins are gutting their franchise. They've cut Bradley Chubb and Tyreek Hill in the last couple of days. And we got, of course, the WNBA, which we will lead off with. I don't know if Nick's seen it or not, but we're gonna lead off with WNBA stuff because their CBA is a complete and utter disaster. And then we also got on the schedule here the dunk contest debacle. My God, Nick, you could win the dunk contest right now with a rim grazer. I think Dominique Malanga in the WNBA could win the dunk contest right now with a rim grazer.
Cut it out. That's terrible.
These dunks are terrible, bro. These dunks are so damn bad. And we're gonna dig in a little bit deeper on it because of course, I'm sure Nick will say I'm wrong as usual.
100%.
I'm sure he'll say I'm wrong because he already knows what I haven't told him anything, but I'm sure he will disagree, even though a lot of people believe this. Did you see Mick Cronin, the coach at UCLA, go off on the reporter after he ejected his own player on a foul? This is what has the world's come to. Jerome Tang, the coach at Kansas State, former coach at Kansas State, who castigated his players with a stern post-game press conference and gets fired within a couple of days for just telling like it is. And
was that the coach that no, we'll get into it. Go ahead.
Look, there's so many things going on. So the topic of this is, have sports turned to trash in every way? And that's the topic, really, because these all hit in that general realm of where I think sports have turned into trash in so many ways that it just becomes hard to watch. But what's going on, man?
What's going on, Rudy? I'm good, man. It's been a while. Damn, I forgot the Super Bowl existed, Rudy. To be honest with you, shit. God damn, that's so long ago.
I mean, the game sucked.
You said you love those type of games.
When did I say that?
You said you like defensive battles. I don't like when it's 30, 32 to 30.
No,
and
it wasn't
35.
30. It wasn't 30. It ended up being 29-13. It wasn't 32 to 30. It wasn't 35 to 31. It wasn't.
No, it was a defensive battle the first 3 quarters.
No, it was not. It was not. It was bad offense. You had one team that was playing pretty good defense, another team that could not complete a wide open pass.
Who couldn't complete a wide open pass?
Fucking Drake May could not hit a fucking. He couldn't hit me if I was standing there 3 feet from him. He was throwing balls into the dirt. There
were some contested throws.
Oh my God! Oh, please
now, granted, he should have made some throws.
He missed.
He needed to be special that night, and he was not special.
A guy who finished second in league MVP vote makes. He missed throws that people. I'm not saying that Seattle's defense wasn't good.
Yeah,
this is the same defense they gave up 27 to the Rams a couple weeks earlier. You know,
Matthew Stafford.
Drake May finished second in MVP. Looked like he ain't played little league football.
He's still a second-year player.
I hold people to a standard that they have created. He is. We'll get into it, but Shedeur Sanders, was a 5th-round pick. That's where you go. Drake May was a top 5 pick. And Drake May was the number 2 player for league MVP.
He's a second year.
He looked like shit.
Are you going to give any players any time to grow?
No, he had the time. He had a 1 year where he stunk as a rookie.
See, that's the problem right now, man.
He looked fantastic in his year. He finished his second in league MVP voting.
So it's still
you're giving him a pass because he played poorly. I'm not saying his career is over.
But it's growing pains.
You said I enjoy games like this. I do not enjoy bad offense. The Hurricanes against Texas A&M was not bad offense. We had 30-mile-per-hour winds. The damn Denver game against the Patriots, that was not bad offense. You're playing in 2 feet of snow. That's not bad offense. This shit bad fucking offense.
So the Hurricane game with their O-line getting demolished, that's not bad.
What game were they getting demolished?
Texas A&M offensive line getting demolished. That's not bad offense. That's not contributing to bad offense.
There were 30-mile-per-hour winds, Nick. You couldn't.
What does that have to do with you kick-stepping and blocking at the end?
What are you talking? What, because they got sacks? Because the Hurricanes, who have an elite defense, sacked the quarterback? That's what you're saying?
So they don't have a competent enough offensive line to block them?
I am not talking about that, Nick. I'm talking about a quarterback who can't make a basic dump off. He couldn't throw it 3 fucking yards.
He was bad.
That's bad offense. The Miami Hurricanes in that game, they couldn't move the ball for shit. But you know what they could do? They could run the football. Could the Patriots run the football? No. Bad offense. It was bad offense. It was more bad offense than it was great defense. And I'll say that on both sides because I thought Seattle's offense kind of sucked.
Darnold
couldn't make easy throws.
He missed the one that should have been a touchdown for sure. And then he missed some timing routes that was some outs and stuff like that. But he wasn't terrible.
I guess
it could have been some interceptions on him, and he got the ball out where it wasn't interceptable. So I will say I'm gonna give kudos because Gonzalez was out there playing amazing defense on.
He individually is the only reason that game wasn't a blowout in the first quarter.
Yes, 100%.
He was good. But I'm not going to sit here and absolve bad offense and say that was great defense. I watched plenty of great defensive games. That shit was not because we messaged each other on like this. This is not good. This was trash.
It was a slow game,
and it was exactly what I told you, be a fucking blowout, and it was.
You did. You called it.
I said 34-17. It was 16-point win. I mean,
you called it.
29-13. I don't know anyone can pick a 29-13 score, but. Really should have been 36-13 on that fucking call.
O-lineman getting tore up. I mean, Jesus Christ.
No, the Patriots O-line stunk. It stunk. That's why I call it bad
contribute to good defense, though. I mean, then you can't. That's the same thing with Texas A&M. That's the point I'm making. Then
Okay.
I mean, Drake May could have been better. Just like
Marcel Reed threw for 265 against Miami in a 30-mile-per-hour wind.
Drake May threw for three something.
He threw for 240 in the fourth quarter when the game was over.
Was it over?
Yes,
it was 19. No. It was 19-8, Rudy, and they had a chance. It was still 10 minutes in the game, and he forced a pass. It was 19-8.
It was never 19-8.
What was the score?
I don't know. You just said it was 19. It was never 19.
I'm pretty sure after they scored 19-7.
It was
19-7.
Game's over. Game was over, dude.
How was that over?
You were nervous. It was 19-0. You thought there was a chance they would lose?
Rudy, it was so. We seen the Bears do it a few times. I'm talking about at that moment when it was 19-7 and they're at like the 40-yard line. They're putting pressure on Seattle, and he throws the ball a clear interception on an over route that he should never threw. If they score right there, Rudy, and it's 1914. What happens then?
And if I had a 10-inch cock, I'd be a porn star.
Maybe you don't last as long. Maybe you only a minute, man. I don't know.
They clip it, dude. I mean, this guys ain't going for 3 hours. Come on, man. Like, I'm sorry. Yes, that was a horrible throw. That they were still only at midfield when he made that dumbass.
But they started that drive at the fucking 5-yard line.
Their own 4. So exactly. So they went 40 yards and they were still before midfield.
But I'm saying, it's 9 minutes left. If you score with 6 minutes left, and it's 19-14. They didn't. But I'm saying they were threatening. I'm not saying you said it's over. I'm just saying it's not over at that point.
The Patriots were gonna win.
I picked them to win.
No, at that point, 19-7. Did you think that they were gonna win?
No, I didn't think they would win, but I didn't think it was over.
Yes, you did.
We've seen crazier things happen.
19-0. You didn't think it was over in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, but when they scored a touchdown and then they got the ball back and they're moving with 10 minutes over, and now my eyes is like, whoa, if you score right here, what happens?
Yeah, like I said, if they did not. So the game was literally, you knew the game was done. Come on.
I didn't know anything.
Yeah, they had the ball again, then threw another pick, and then
Kenneth Walker was special that game. He was the biggest difference.
He was really good. He was really good.
He reminded me of Le'Veon Bell.
I don't know who he reminded me of. He reminded me of just he was good. I mean, I give him credit. He was good. Welcome aboard, Lester, Paul. Appreciate you jumping on board. If you're in the room, man, hit the like button and leave a comment. Let me know you're here so we can acknowledge your presence, man. Appreciate people jumping on board tonight. But yeah, I thought the game was trash. It was what I expected it to be, and I'm very happy for Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
he didn't have to be. Yeah, Drake May did throw for 295, the fakest, fluffiest, gaziest 295 ever. He had 50 yards going into the fourth quarter. He was atrocious. Like that. Like that's why stat boxes are all bullshit. Because if you didn't watch that game, you're like, oh, Drake May wasn't terrible.
He was
terrible. He was terrible. He was horrid. That was the worst game he's played all year, probably. Picked the wrong day. And that fucking idiot, Mac Hollins, what was he dressed in? Prison guard with chains and barefoot?
They said I forgot what they said it's from, man. But
the fuck was that?
It's stupid. I hate when
you're not good enough.
I hate when people try to bring attention to themselves off shit that doesn't need to be brought attention. Like you're being an individual at that moment. It's the biggest game of the fucking season. Put on some fucking. I know you don't wear shoes. You're a caveman. You're doing your whole holistic. You went here and you realized that shoes are terrible for you, so you only wear cleats. But there's no reason at that moment to wear what you wore at that point. Wear a regular fucking outfit. If you don't wear your shoes, you have been doing that the whole year. But at the biggest moment, you try to put the spotlight on yourself, and then you go out there. I guess you did have a touchdown, but it's not a fucking enough. It looks stupid at the end of the day. You come back and you look at him and you're like, why are you wearing something so stupid? I mean, not that Stephon Diggs wore anything better. He wore an outfit that my wife would wear. He wore some tight ass jeans, a jacket that was cut around his waist. I guess he took one of Cardi B outfits before they broke up.
And they got dumped that night.
Took one of her outfits before they broke up, and he wore it to the game. I don't know these people. Rudy, these people have stylists. That's the craziest part to me. That a stylist would be like, yeah, that's something you should wear. And yeah, you're gonna knock them dead with this one. Y'all are fucking men, man. Wear some men fucking clothes. Y'all wearing purses and shit out on main stages, and you being all types of sassy, And it's
Nick, man, half these dudes are gay, bro. Half these dudes are gay.
They might be, and I don't have a problem with it. It's just that's what you want to do. That's what you do.
Admit you are what you are.
Yeah, because there's no reason that we should be dressing like women nowadays and saying, "Oh no, this is fashion." No, it's not. You look like a fucking woman. Like and this whole his and hers and acronyms and pronouns. You're a boy or you're a fucking woman. Cut the shit, man. God damn, I'm sick of that shit. This world has gotten so fucking soft. It's fucking pathetic.
Ooh, man, you sound like a Republican.
Sound like Rudy.
Yeah, Republican. Even though I'm a Democrat. I'm a registered Democrat. I mean, believe it or not. I'm just very moderate in thought and
you look at the whole picture. Just because I'm this, that don't mean it. Yeah,
I look at both sides of the equation, and I
make the decision that's best for you.
I know what's crazy and what's not. You're not going to tell me that COVID was science, but then you having a dick or a pussy is not science. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Don't tell me that COVID is science and that penis and vagina are not part of science. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh!
I'm damn sure you can't tell me that you're a dog as a kid. Don't tell me you're a girl as a boy. Don't tell me you're a boy as a girl. I don't want to hear it.
I'm a dog.
I don't want to hear it. No, there was actually I know a guy in Seattle. He's in the school system there. They don't make the people check off what their child is as a kid. They let them choose for themselves. And one kid chose that he was a dog, and he was barking in the corner of the classroom.
Lester, I'm a him, he, boy. I don't know what I don't know what the shit is nowadays.
I mean, I thought the game was shit. I'm happy for Sam Darnold. I think it's freaking awesome story for him. He's only still a 27, 28 years old. He's a Super Bowl champion. The Vikings let him go like fucking spoiled milk and shit. JJ McCarthy, Mr. White Privilege quarterback. Oh, you know who the newest white privilege quarterback is going to be this year, Nick?
Simpson. He's a first-round pick now.
They're already projecting him as a first-round pick. The guy, it was fucking terrible at Alabama, and they're making.
Oh, but if you watch his first few games of the season, what happened?
You mean the ones Florida State that he got fucking railroaded?
No, that game don't count. Every game, the games after that
counts. I don't want
the 4 games after that.
He sucked. He's trash, dude. He was trash. I was thrilled when he fucking said no to Miami because you know what? It honestly, even though I thought he fit Miami for what we did this year, he would have fit based on what we did this year. He's Carson Beck. He's a lesser version in my opinion.
I'm not.
He's a lesser version of Carson Beck, and he was worried about his freaking reputation in Alabama. Like, bro, you were 11-4.
Shouldn't you be happy about that, Rudy? But I mean, as the man that you are, you got to sit back and appreciate that shit.
I appreciate his stupidity. I mean, it
don't matter, but his loyalty or whatever, whatnot.
I appreciate
in a world where
he could have gone back to Bama for another year instead of turning pro. I mean, that would have been true loyalty. You could have gone back to Bama, but you got Sam Darnold here, who's getting back on topic. Sam Darnold here goes 14-3, gets sent to the freaking trade bye-bye line or whatever, and the next season he's winning the Super Bowl. So I think it's freaking awesome for him.
I think I did something on this. I think Sam Darnold is the 18th highest paid quarterback in the league, or something like 14th or 18th.
He sure as hell should get paid more than Tua.
And it just shows you that building a team, you need why are you paying quarterbacks 55? Why are you paying quarterbacks 28 to 30% of your salary cap if you're trying to build a team? How do you win like that? How do you win like that, Rudy? Like, the top 10 quarterbacks are making more than Patrick Mahomes at $45 million a year. How can you justify 10 other quarterbacks making more money than Patrick Mahomes and building a team to actually win? You need other players to win. The Seattle Seahawks just showed that, man. They got a quarterback for $30 million, and they were able to put other players around that player in order to win. You don't pay Tua Tagovailoa. Is he a player that can carry and make other players better around him, or do he need other players to make him better? Is Jordan Love a player that can carry a team around him and make other players better? Like, I don't understand that. Is Sunshine from Jacksonville a player that you could put on your team and make other players around you better? If you're not
he did this year.
No, he did not. He had a good team around him. Like, he had some other players around him. They had a good defense.
Who's his running back? Don't look it up. Who's his running? Don't look it up. Who's his running back? I don't know who it is. So that's
ETN and
okay.
the other big back that was
dude, that should be a
that
lot
came
of,
from
you
came from came from Virginia.
You thinking
Oh,
hard?
North Carolina.
You thinking hard, bro? I don't know who it is.
I don't remember all of these names, man.
No. You made a statement that he has all these guys. He took a team to 13 and 4
Their
this year.
defense was solid.
Okay, and but who was the guy that was supposed to help save him? Who didn't play more than half the year?
Travis Hunter wasn't supposed to help save
him.
He was
Nick. He was supposed to be a superstar. Like that was the projection off the rip, and we knew that wasn't gonna happen.
No, you're supposed to be a dual threat both ways.
Yeah, and by the way, they've already announced that next year he's not going to be a dual threat. He's going to play mostly cornerback and just a little bit of wide receiver. Travis Etienne threw rushed for 1,100 yards. The second leading rusher actually was Trevor Lawrence. The third one was Baishal Tutin. I guess that's what you're thinking of.
Yes, there you
go. Lawrence had over 4,000 yards passing. I mean,
that's nothing nowadays.
And he has no wide receiver with over 850 yards of receiving yards. So he doesn't exactly have a number one option wide receiver on his team. He has a bunch of dudes, a bunch of guys.
His top receiver was hurt.
Brian Thomas, he still only had 700 yards receiving in 14 games. I mean, what was he going to have? 65 catches if he played a full year?
He would have had 1,000, 1,100.
He wouldn't have had 1,000 yards receiving in
3 more games.
He wouldn't have had that. He wasn't on pace for that. I mean, look, I'm just giving.
He's not a guy that carries a team.
Well, this year he did a pretty goddamn good job. I'm not saying he's Superman, but
how many playoff games he won?
I don't care about.
What you talking about? This is the big point. Is to
great, and that's the somebody, and was it his fault they lost
in the playoffs?
Yeah, was it his fault? You watched that game. Their defense, that great defense you just talked about, didn't help him in the fucking fourth quarter.
He had the ball. He had the ball and the chance to win the game.
In the last 30 seconds? Yes, they had to go down the field, blase. But he'd gotten them the lead literally a minute earlier.
You would give Trevor Lawrence $55 million.
I wouldn't give anybody $55 million. I'm not saying
you give Trevor Lawrence $45 million.
No, I wouldn't give anybody 40.
Hey, you're making my point. What are you arguing about?
No, because my payment for quarterbacks, but I wouldn't be giving wide receivers $30 million either. You think I'd be paying fucking Tyreek Hill $30 million a year?
Yes.
Fuck no, I wouldn't. The guy's been hurt the last 2 seasons.
But before you gave him that before he got hurt.
Great. And even before that, I wouldn't give nobody $30 million a year to play wide receiver. These fucking diva bitches. Like, get out of here.
He was putting up 1,800 yards a
season.
He
had 1 year like that, Nick, and he had 3 that weren't.
The other year he would have got there. His soft ass quarterback had a concussion all the time.
Great.
He was out there playing with Tyler Huntley, and I don't even know who else was out there.
Miami had weapons offensively that any quarterback should have been successful with. Any quarterback, Ty Huntley, me, you, my dog, could have been. I mean, come on, we had weapons. We had a 4x100 track team out there a couple years back. I mean, for Christ's sakes, if it wasn't for Devon Achane getting hurt a few years back when he was a rookie, that team might have done something. They were loaded with talent, and Achane's one of the best backs in football now, I think people see. But I wouldn't pay nobody none. Bro, I think professional athletes across the world are completely overpaid for what they do or don't do because they're all fucking diva-ish now. It's ridiculous.
They all count the marketing and revenue and blah, 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 and
whatever, man.
Fans, all that stuff goes into it. But yeah,
whatever. Yeah, go see if any one of these NFL teams could put 110,000 into a stadium. The answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is no. Outside of Dallas, fucking Texas, if the Miami Dolphins had a 110,000 seat stadium, there'd be 50,000 empty seats every week.
Isn't the Dolphins Stadium 75,000 or 70,000?
65,000 people, Nick. They've been making it smaller because of all those luxury things they add to it.
Yeah, but the Dolphins,
65,000.
Any NFL team would get.
There was not an NFL team that would put 100,000 into a stadium like college football teams do.
College, because they're getting in for free. They're freaking students, a lot of them.
Nick, you really think
they're not?
Nick.
Thomas, what is the student pay?
You first of all, at some schools the students do pay.
How much?
I don't know what I don't go to school, man. I'm 48 years old. But you sitting here acting like they're all going for free. You think the stadium's all students?
No, I don't think the stadium all students, but I would say
you went to FIU. I went to Florida State.
Yeah.
I went to Florida State. I can sit here and tell you for a fact that stadium seated 90,000 people. They gave away 15 to 18,000 tickets to students. 70+ thousand were not students. They were paid attendees.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you so now put 20,000 to the Dolphins, you put them at that's 85,000 right there.
Dolphins have 10,000 empty seats every game, Nick. Right now.
But that's Miami people. The seats are paid for the most part.
Go look at the Jet. I don't care what they're paid. I don't care what they're paid for. Selling out doesn't mean people show the fuck up. Show the fuck up, because I'm sure FSU had their stadium sold out every game this year, and yet still had 20,000 empty seats every single game. These NFL teams cannot put people in buildings the way Alabama or Georgia or Tennessee or Penn
What else is there to do in fucking Alabama?
What is there to do in, I don't know, let's think of a fuck. What's there to do in Minnesota?
You don't think
what's there to do? You lived in Minneapolis. What is there to do in Minneapolis, Nick, for a person in negative 12-degree fucking weather in the middle of November and December?
What are you talking about? We turn up. We go downtown in Minneapolis,
Who's
baby.
we? Not you as a football player. People who live there. What
downtown.
I was there for 2 weeks. That shit ain't nothing to do with that bum ass.
Mall of America, Rudy.
I went to Mall of America. You know, I was there for 2 hours and I walked the fuck out. Get out of here.
That's because you're a fucking dull, boring motherfucker.
What is there to do in I don't know, Cleveland? Nothing.
You never been to downtown Cleveland Rocks?
I've been to Columbus, and that's 3 times bigger than Cleveland, and that's a shithole.
Rudy, all those NFL stadiums will get 100K in there, man.
If they would, Nick, they'd build them. That's why you're wrong. If they could, they'd build them, but they don't. The only one they built like that was Dallas. Nobody else. Nobody else built stadiums like that. Only Jerry in the Jerry world wants, because he got Texas.
He's also thinking about other shit.
Like, give me a break. Like they can't feel. Who was the video? How many people were in Carolina games this year?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I'm pretty sure. How many people were going to Tennessee Titans games this year?
I'm pretty sure it's still sold out, man.
No, I would never assume that. I would never.
One thing about the NFL fan base, win or lost, more than likely they're going. In college, you losing, they're not going. Remember, because we can't.
Penn State went 7.
So you said
that was the game.
Okay, what about the Miami Hurricanes?
Miami Hurricanes never. This is South Florida. Miami, you comparing a
that's what you just said. You just said that about the Dolphins.
But the Dolphins are a professional franchise. The Dolphins have the city of Nick. I'm gonna give you an education right here. If the Miami Hurricanes had won the national championship this year, it would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. Yeah. I would have gone to that parade. If we'd even had one. I don't even know where we would have had it. I would have gone to that parade.
Downtown.
Not necessarily.
Biscayne.
Not necessarily. I don't know where they would do it because they ain't done one in 5 years. If the Miami Dolphins won the Super Bowl,
yeah,
South Florida was shut down for a week. For a week.
Yes.
They would have to run that parade from 8th Street all the way to fucking Miami Gardens.
144 hours straight.
Nobody would go to work. It would be a party for a week.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it would be the greatest heat. You combine all the heat parades, you would not have that Dolphins parade.
No.
There would be more people going to jail than they would be running out of bed. Like, y'all, just do it. Just don't do it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't break into places. Don't loot.
Please.
Don't riot.
Please.
Run the streets. Just don't. Please. We don't have any more rooms, any more beds available in the jail because all of y'all are drunk off y'all asses for a week. Like, it would be. I can't even imagine how outrageous a Dolphins Super Bowl would be right now. It'll never happen. So I'm not. I mean, I can't. But we would shut down. We would shut down. I agree with you. I don't believe in paying quarterbacks. I don't believe in paying any of these motherfuckers like that. Like, I'm sorry. I don't believe in any of that. I think all these salaries in NFL, NBA, baseball.
Somebody got to get paid.
Yeah, the person that owns the fucking team.
It's a salary cap for a reason.
Yes, there is, and it's not a real
nobody coming to see the fucking owner.
Great, but I'm still I'm the one cutting the check.
Nobody's coming to see you, Otis.
No, actually, I couldn't give a fuck who you're coming to see. You're coming to see a team that wins football games.
No, because
they could be faceless. You wouldn't give a fuck if they won.
No, if they were nobody's coming, Rudy.
You would
the
not.
The product is what sells, not the owner. The product sells.
The product is what?
The players.
No, it's not.
The product is the players.
The product is winning or losing.
No, man. The product is the players,
really?
Man.
Really?
For
so, Nick,
fan bases.
No, fuck that shit. The product is winning and losing. If you lose, I don't care if you got Patrick.
So if my product, if my players is not good, we won't win.
But I'm not Nick.
But then guess what? Winning is going to cause. It's going to cause that player to get notoriety, and then ultimately you have to pay that player because they're coming to see him.
I still am going to pay you $65 million.
But they're the ones they're making the game interesting, keeping people coming. It's the players.
You could put them in fucking ski masks. If they're winning, you wouldn't give a fuck. That's my point. You could put them in ski masks. You wouldn't give a shit if the players were fucking white, black, green, Asian, women, men. If they were winning football games,
if that was the case,
your team.
People wouldn't have favorite players. They'll just have favorite teams all the time. People have favorite players.
Well, that's part of the that's part of also what's happened in sports. Why sports is trash now is that people don't actually like teams. They like players. And if that player leaves the team, they become a fan of that other team that player now went to, which is also whacking. Which is
back in the days, you knew your player was going to be there for the most part for a long time, usually. Nowadays,
and even if your player left, you were a fan of the team, not the player. That's how it was. I'm a Ricky Henderson fan. Love Ricky Henderson. Diehard Ricky Henderson fan. He left the New York Yankees. I was still a Yankees fan. Shit. I cheered for Ricky Henderson, but when the Yankees played Ricky Henderson, I wanted us to kick his ass.
No, when Latrell Sprewell left the New York Knicks, I went right to Minnesota with him.
You're one of those fucking weirdos. Yeah, exactly. You're an example of what I just described. You're like that weirdo that went to Northern who fucking cheers for fucking Kevin Durant, whether or not he plays for Phoenix or Brooklyn or
Puerto Rico
or whatever.
Steph Curry, I will root for Steph Curry wherever he went also.
But you're a Heat fan, Nick.
Yeah,
but you're a Heat fan. Steph Curry. I like Steph Curry. I'm a Heat fan.
Yeah. I mean, but that came later on.
I am a Heat fan.
But I grew to that. Like before, I don't give a fuck.
I was a Heat fan. I'm a Heat fan.
But I grew to that. I was not a Heat fan.
You're one of those. You're a weirdo.
So were you not? Were you a Michael? Were you a Chicago Bull fan?
Fuck no. I hated the Bulls.
But you love Michael Jordan.
I hated Michael Jordan, Nick. You don't understand. I keep telling you this. I told you.
But you were. Hold up. So you're a Boston. But you were a Boston Celtic fan.
Yes, because the Heat did not exist. You forget that part. My Heat did not come until I was 12 years old. See, all the things that you're talking about, you think you're gonna get me somewhere, and I still I still like the Celtics, honestly, because I grew up as a Celtics fan. But once the Heat showed up, I'm a Heat fan ahead of a Celtics fan.
Mm.
And this variation of the Celtics, like, I'm not a humongous fan of it. I like Jaylen Brown.
But when did Larry Bird retire? 92?
Retired way too young, and then Reggie Lewis died too young, and they had guys that died. Len Bias never played; he died, before he played his second in the NBA. Heck, I don't think he got drafted the same damn day and he died. For Christ's sake,
that's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Man, I think he died on his draft day, the day after he got drafted or whatever. That's when he had something like that. It wasn't too long after he got drafted.
It wasn't too long after.
Huh?
So it wasn't too long after.
It was like the day of or the day after. It was really quick. He went and had a bender.
So I mean, Larry Bird retired in 92. So
yeah,
the Heat came around in 88, right?
Yeah. I was a Celtics Heat fan. I was both.
So
the Heat were terrible.
That don't matter. You just proved my point, man.
But I automatically became a Heat fan. I was cheering for the Heat over the Celtics if they played each other. If they played each other, I was a Heat fan.
In 1990, when Rudy had a full head of hair, you were cheering for who?
Miami Heat.
If they played Boston, okay.
Yeah, I'm Miami Heat fan. The only one I will never flip on was the Yankees, because that's very personal.
Okay.
The Marlins, I would never be a Marlins fan over a Yankees fan. Never. That's way personal. That's beyond. That's my childhood with my father. Not even.
I get that.
And we didn't, and yet I'll still cheer for the Marlins against everybody else but the Yankees.
What if my guys?
But I couldn't name you one player on the Marlins right now.
Nobody.
Couldn't name you one guy.
I used to be the biggest Marlins. I was the biggest Marlins fans. I could name the whole. I used to go to the games, Rudy. Talking about Derek Lee, Edgar Renteria. Alex Gonzalez was my favorite player. Preston Wilson was P-Funk.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Alfonseca. Oh man, I was down with the
So let's hit up this stupid ass halftime show before we move on, since we went in a bad order. But the halftime show, what were your thoughts?
I didn't give a fuck, Rudy. I didn't care, man. To be honest with you, man,
did you watch it? Did you actually watch it?
I watched it. I didn't see the guys groping on each other until you told me. So I wasn't watching. You weren't really
watching it. You weren't really.
I wasn't really watching it. I was dancing a little bit. I was dancing to the beat, but then
what?
I don't know. That had a little.
Could you name a Bad Bunny song?
No. Monaco or something like that. I know now.
You know now.
Cause I put it on my TikTok videos now. I like the beat, but from what I hear is I heard mixed reactions to it. I hear some people that say, hey, they loved it. They what it represented and da da da. And other people say he's demonic and this and that, and some of his words, his lyrics are terrible and yada yada yada.
His lyrics are no different than listening to a Cardi B song.
Exactly, to me, yeah.
But they're in Spanish, so people don't know what they mean, and therefore they give it a pass like it's no big deal. But if Cardi B sang the lyrics in her song, her real lyrics, like not her radio edited lyrics. No, the Marlins did not exist in the 80s, so
we weren't there.
They didn't start till 1993. But if you actually heard her real lyrics at the Super Bowl, would they allow those lyrics to be played at the Super Bowl? The answer is no. But they allow it in Spanish because it's in Spanish, and you don't know what it means. It's really, I don't even care about the lyrics. I never cared. I don't listen to Bad Bunny.
Me either.
I thought it was hilarious that they asked football players the questions about, have you ever heard of Bad Bunny? I'm like, first of all, they're lying because they've all heard of Bad Bunny. I don't believe that they haven't heard of Bad Bunny, or if they are, they've been in a closet, because I mean, we've heard or maybe it's because we're in South Florida and you're the Hispanic population and the whole nine, and the Latino culture here.
I barely heard about it. I know the name of it. I can't tell you how he looks until then.
No, I knew what he looked like. But if he walked down the street next to me, I wouldn't recognize him. I don't know. I don't care about him like that.
Yeah.
Nor do I listen to any of his damn music. Do I think the idea of having, and by the way, I watched both of those stupid shows. They both were terrible. The fucking Kid Rock thing, I mean, was an embarrassment as well. He did not sing a lyric off of shit. He was lip syncing the entire fucking time. It was pathetic. Yeah. The whole, I don't even know who those other three fucking hillbillies were out there with him. It's like they brought all the country music singers out there and shit, like, and Kid Rock, and I know one song of Kid Rock. It's Cowboy, and he didn't sing it. So it was trash too. I couldn't care less about either of them, but I do think that the next person that I hear that tells me, if you didn't like it because it was in Spanish, that makes you racist. No, the fuck it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And if you think that because I don't like it because it's in Spanish as one of the various reasons I don't like it, then you're a fucking idiot. Because if I hear another person say it was a vibe, Of what? What was it a vibe of? First of all, I got dizzy watching this shit as they ran through a maze of fucking sugarcane. I can only imagine I'm at the game and you put this labyrinth maze of sugarcane so you can't even see shit.
It was a bigger picture, Rudy. You didn't see the vision. You didn't see the bigger picture and what it meant.
Vision. I don't give a fuck about their vision. I'm in that stadium paying $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for a seat, and I can't see the motherfucker because he's hiding behind some sugarcane and all their little scenes where you got the boxers going doo doo doo. Those are real boxers, by the way. And a wedding. That was a real wedding, by the way.
A real wedding.
That was a real wedding. Well, that's pretty cute. We didn't know that because they didn't tell us until after the fact. So kind of, but again, like you don't see half the shit. And then he falls through the roof. I was hoping he might break his fucking leg or something and not come out. And then he comes out and you got these two homosexual dudes fucking each other on a car. Like they were simulating a sex scene. That wasn't even grinding. He was simulating fucking a dude. So now we're promoting homosexuality on this shit as well. Like,
well, homosexuality is gonna get promoted everywhere now.
Fuck that. Not at the goddamn Super Bowl.
It is what it is. Rudy is everywhere now. It's not getting hit.
Bro, they're not doing that shit at the World Cup. I promise you that.
It's not getting hit anymore. There are dudes fucking dudes and women fucking women.
What is the biggest? Okay, men don't care about women fucking women. Men care about dudes fucking dudes. The Super Bowl is still a man event. I don't give a goddamn. It's a man's event.
A lot of women are, and there's a lot of men that are fucking men.
And they ain't watching the Super Bowl.
Yes, they are. What do you think?
They're not watching that shit. No, I'm sorry. I disagree.
You just told me that there's a lot of down low players on the team.
Great. That's wonderful. That doesn't mean I don't give a fuck. No, come on. You're being ridiculous here. This is a fucking gladiator sport. First of all, I hate halftime shows. Let's go back to fucking just playing football.
Please.
I would much rather you bring out the Marching 100 and then bring out the Bethune-Cookman band and bring out the Howard University band and we have a band off for 45 minutes.
I never understood 45 minutes of
a 45-minute fucking show and it's fucking trash. Look, most of them are trash. I enjoyed Kendrick Lamar a little bit. I thought Bruno Mars was cool. I thought Usher was cool. Could I live without it? Absolutely. I'd be perfectly fine if we just went back to playing football games.
Yes,
football games.
Because I gotta hear women talk about, I'm just here for the halftime show.
Get the fuck out of here, because I don't want
Go to their concert.
Exactly. Go pay the fucking $150 or $250 to go watch that guy in concert. Because I don't want to see that shit. And not to mention, yes, I don't want to hear about it. It was a vibe. Because the reality is, I had a guy I know on Facebook say, black dude, who I went to high school with, and I wanted to respond, but I already knew what was going to happen if I responded in my terms. I'd have been called all kinds of shit. I responded and said, "So am I a racist?" And then I'm like, you know what? If he comes back at me with yes, I'm like, you're a fucking moron. So you vibe because you know what? He put some shit about reggae music, right? Do you vibe to music you don't understand all the time?
Yeah.
No, I do. I don't like music I don't understand. Yeah. You know how many times I had to listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony Thuggish Ruggish Bone to fucking know what it meant before I really liked it? Like I had to listen to that shit like 1,000 fucking times because it was that mumble rap and shit. You know how many years it took me to learn the damn verse by Busta Rhymes and Scenario? As I combine on the truth from the run. Hila, bring it back on rewind. Powerful impact, boom from the cannon. Like it took me forever. I literally had to read the lyrics. I'm like, oh, this is hard.
Yeah.
Even fucking reggae. Like my favorite reggae song is "Memories Don't Live Like People Do. They always remember you, whether things are good or bad. It's just the memories that we have." Like Beanie Man for people. Beanie Man. I love Bounty Killer. I could understand him, but the shit that I could not understand. Look like a fucking idiot. Like, I don't understand it. I don't like heavy metal at all. Outside of Welcome to the Jungle and for the Sandman.
But Rudy, it's never going to be something that everybody like and understand.
But the response it's a vibe. If you don't like it because you don't understand. No, I don't like it because I don't understand it. I don't understand it, and I don't like it.
And that's your opinion, and everybody's entitled to that.
Like, racist.
No, I don't.
And this is the biggest American fucking sport. This is America, right? The Super Bowl is like apple pie.
I asked that question. I say, shouldn't the Super Bowl be in in English.
In English? And this isn't being racist. This is being real. This is the biggest American. This is American football. Can you imagine if they had Real Madrid playing Barcelona in Spain and they brought out DMX?
Two Chainz.
2 Chainz. Do you
Pope
Pimp? Do you want to ride in the backseat, Macada? Dropping down, but do it. I get the fuck out. Or what? Who's the other one?
It was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was a vibe.
No, they'd be looking at you like, get these motherfucking out of here.
Yeah.
You already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. 100%.
They would not be sitting here, oh, it's a vibe. They'd be saying, get these motherfucking, you know what's out of here.
Because even if I didn't like say whoever else they got in it, but they sang it in English, at least I'd be like,
oh, they had fucking Shakira and J-Lo. They were in English.
Yes.
They were in English.
Yeah.
Are you
in Miami.
Yes, you told me that Bad Bunny don't have one song in English?
No, I don't think so. He might have some futures. I don't.
And he brings out, did you even know that was Lady Gaga?
I don't even know who Lady Gaga is.
That was the pasty white woman that came up there.
Yeah, I know who that is, but I'm like, I wouldn't know who she is.
Did you know that was Ricky Martin?
No, until
I had no fucking idea that was Ricky Martin. Had no idea. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, this is an American, and people are, this is race. No, it's not. I want to speak English.
Don't worry about it. We got reggae coming on next year. I want my.
You know how I know.
I want my reparations for my Jamaican people next year, man. I want Buju Banton and Vibes Cartel performing.
Is he in jail or is he alive? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, he's alive. He's out of jail like a couple years ago, man. So I want Buju Banton and I want Vibes Cartel.
What would they do if there was a soccer game in Jamaica and they fucking had a halftime show of 2 fucking dudes grinding, fake fucking each other on the field? They might be Bati boyed the fuck out before they get out of the stadium.
More fire. Fuck
out of here. I'm sorry, like, and I'm not. Look, Bad Bunny might be some people's cup of tea, but don't sit here and tell me, oh, you don't understand the larger message. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't want a message.
I want to.
That's what you're not getting.
I want to perform. I just want songs. Like I wasn't a big fan of Kendrick shit last year. He got on because of the whole the Drake stuff, but then
it made no sense. You're in New Orleans.
But it's the biggest stage for you to. It's the biggest stage for you to make your statement, I guess. But I want just a performance, man. Make a statement on your page. Make a statement at your concert.
They don't do that. They just perform.
And that's
their concerts. They just perform. I don't care. I don't want you carrying all the goddamn flags. I don't want you telling me, hey, love, you conquer hate love with hate with love. Bro, this is another part of the problem with sports today. Every fucking sporting event now is attached to some type of political bullshit. We got to make a political statement in every goddamn sporting event. I don't give a fuck what you think, how you think. I don't care about your feelings. I care about watching a sporting event that I paid my money or I got my TV on to watch. All the other fuck shit, I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear about it. Yeah. I don't care about your politics. I don't care about my politics.
Not right now. Not right now.
You want to do a CNN special? Feel free. This ain't the time.
That's the channel. That's the channel I'll turn into. I don't want to turn into ESPN to hear y'all talk about stuff that's not about sports because ESPN is a sports broadcasting network. I never understood why politics and everybody believes comes into sporting events, and I get it. Like,
it all started back with that one dude with that forgot that he's half white. What's his name again?
Who are we talking about?
All this just started off that one dude.
Oh, you talking about Kaepernick?
Yeah.
Was it nothing before that?
No. It was Kaepernick was the starting point of people actually asking professional athletes what they think. Do you think I give a flying fuck about the fake fugazi political beliefs of LeBron or D Wade who paints his fucking nails and wears mesh tops? Even if I don't give a fuck.
Even if I cared, I don't want it talked about on after a basketball game. I want to know about what happened in the basketball game. Like, if I want to hear your political stance, Like that could be in a different area, different time. Not when we're actually doing sports. I prefer not. I know other people like it's bigger than basketball, bigger than football. It is.
No, it's not.
I think
it isn't. It isn't.
On your platform, you could do that on your own platform where you can push those things because you did gain your celebrity, whatever. So push it on your own time. That's all I want. That's what I think.
It ain't bigger than basketball. It ain't bigger than football. It's not, because no one gives a shit about you if you weren't a football player or a basketball player or a baseball player. You think I'd give two flying fucks about Aaron Judge if he didn't play baseball? Fuck no. I wouldn't care. Couldn't care less what that man thinks about anything. I don't, and I still don't care about what he thinks about anything. LeBron James, bro, you want to talk about your fake fugazi political beliefs? Go for it. Do it on your Twitter page.
That's what I say.
Go do it on Instagram. I don't want to hear about it in a press conference, during a game, after a game, mid-game. I don't want to see a T-shirt that says "Stop the hate, wear a Lakers jersey." Like, that's it. I don't care about none of that shit. Like, and that's what's made sports so hard to watch. Is that I gotta think about what these imbeciles. First of all, most of them are completely fucking uneducated, and I will make this point in the women's conversation in a second. Most professional athletes, no offense, Nick, are dumb as fuck. Most are dumb as fuck.
We went to college, man, and we got good grades. Don't most us.
Well, LeBron didn't go to college, and he didn't have good grades, so he still can't speak English properly. So yeah,
you don't have to be educated just because of college. We know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
I'm taking athletes. I'm taking athletes. Backs on this one.
You're taking athletes.
Yep.
What's an athlete?
The athletes.
Are you gonna ask them too?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna ask them. You're gonna chop them down with an axe.
And I'm gonna ask them. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Most of these guys are not that intelligent. You know that for a fact. You played on teams with guys that I'm sure you like. Yo,
and I play with I also play with smart people. A lot of smart people who, besides sports, are sport.
You're more likely going to have more intelligent people in the CFL than in the NFL.
No, it's.
Remember, y'all like the minor leagues, bro.
So you gotta have something else in your pocket.
You gotta get with a job after you're done.
You gotta have something else.
A lot of them dudes don't need a job after they're done. A lot of them do, but a lot of them do because they think they're better than they are. But I mean, unless you had 10 kids, and then you might need a job. But yeah, we've listened to players talk, and yeah, they're all brilliant. They're all geniuses. They could you'd want to let them all handle your fucking tax books, man.
Maybe.
You're such a fucking clown. Fuck out of here. Anyhow, yeah. So let's move on. See the CBA for the WNBA, man. That was the main top. That was one of the top topics of the night. CBA, man. They just had a response to their the WNBA responded to the WNBPA responded to the WNBA. I don't even remember which at this point. There was a new proposal yesterday, and the WNBA already replied, basically like double middle finger, you're out of your fucking minds. But I say this, and I did a video on it, and I'm getting more into the women's basketball space.
You're back. I thought you were done.
Well, it was about Natasha Cloud just talked too goddamn much. I couldn't help it.
I was.
She's so damn dumb. Like, that woman is a fucking crackhead. She's a crackhead.
I was 5 minutes into you calling her a crackhead, and I didn't get to finish. I was shopping, and I came. And I cooking.
You better watch the rest of that. She's a crackhead.
I am. I wanted to hear it because I just got to the part where you were about to play what she said. And
oh my God, this woman said you can watch it separately. But this woman said that there's been no communication with the WNBA for 8 months.
How?
You just got a proposal.
I rejected a couple times, right?
They've sent you 3 proposals. I did a little search on this, and I'm gonna do a separate video on this because I'm gonna do a part 2 to that. I got you. Don't worry. They got 7 people on their executive board, and she's not one of them. So no, the WNBA ownership would not have to communicate with you. Who the fuck are you?
Natasha Cloud. We're not
Natasha the Crackhead Cloud. Like,
call Natasha. Run that by Natasha.
Natasha Crackhead Cloud, and she looks like a crackhead, which is also part of the problem. She looks like one. She sounds like one. Her raspy ass voice. She looked like she's smoking a bunch of Black and Milds every day.
She played like one too. She played tough.
Played like a crackhead. I mean, her hair she looked like the dude from Don't Be a Menace in South Central while smoking weed in the hood. Marlon Wayans with his hair sticking out like this. You know, she kind of reminds me of that. She looked like a junkie. She looks like it. You know, and she sounds like it too. You know, what are you doing over there? I don't know what this boy is doing, but she says that they haven't communicated with them in 8 months, but you've had different offers, so that's a lie, and you're out of your fucking mind. She's not even a player rep, so they got player reps and they got an executive board. You want to know, Nick, that out of all these players, I didn't want to ask you what you got your degree in. What'd you get your degree in?
Sports and recreational management.
So you could be a PE teacher. Gotcha.
No. I could do more than that.
So you're a trainer. Okay.
Marketing. Hey, that's what I'm making more money. I look good, so people want to look good like me.
When I was in school, when I was a kid, actually. So bad. But when I was a kid, the major for college football players was PE.
PE.
Literally, PE.
PE.
Can you imagine going to college for free and getting a degree in PE?
It was the easiest thing.
Most of y'all dummies ain't going to play professional sports. Why are you getting a degree in PE? Because that's all you can do because you're dumb as shit and you had a 600 on the SAT score?
No,
because you're just proving you're like most of these dudes are dumb as fuck.
No, it's more so you want to take the easy route. I don't think it's because you're just dumb. And I can guarantee I wanted to go to school at first for PE. I was like, shit, I'm only working half the year. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done by 3:00. I got my summer off. If I want to make, that's what I thought 40,000 was.
You wanted to be a public school teacher, Nick?
That's what I thought.
My mom was, but you wanted to be a public school teacher, Nick?
That's what I thought 50,000 was. Oh shit, I could live on that.
Dealing with motherfuckers like you.
But Rudy, it wasn't because I was dumb. Rudy, my SAT score, I got enough for. I did my shit in 10th grade and got the score I needed for Bright Futures.
There was a guy you played against in high school. I swear to God, who like a 550 in his SAT.
No, I did mine in 10th grade and got a 970, whatever I needed for Bright Futures. That's 10th grade.
970 was Bright Futures.
That's what I needed for Bright Futures.
That was PSAT. That was your SAT or your PSAT?
So that's between your math and your.
No, PSAT is your pre-SAT and your SAT is your SAT. It's two separate tests because kids.
Yeah, the SAT is PSAT goes like 17, 18, or 19 or some shit like that, right? It don't go like scores up like that.
That's the ACT.
ACT. Well, whatever. I got a 970. Like 540 on math, 430 on reading. I'm good at numbers. But that's like 10th grade. If I did it in my 12th grade year, I probably got like a 1500. Who knows? I'm a fucking genius. I'm a fucking genius, especially when it comes to numbers. But I had a 3.5 in college, in high school. I did it in high school. I had a 3.0
in Dade County Public High School,
and I had a 3.1 in college, and that's after having after having to finish in my freshman year with a 1.2.
Oh, so the tutors came on later on then. Okay.
No. I wasn't playing basketball or nothing, so I didn't give a fuck. So I was, and Xbox had just came out, so
3.5 in high school really proved to be worthwhile. Yeah. Okay.
No, because I wasn't going to class, Rudy. Did I tell you what happened with statistics class?
Nick, I got kicked out of school twice, so I'm not worried about.
Did I tell you what happened with statistics class?
No.
We're supposed to have 3 tests for stats class. So you take the first 2, and then whatever you get on your finals could replace one of your first 2 grades.
Yes.
So my first test, I get a 90. So guess what I do, Rudy?
You skipped the second test.
I didn't even show up. I didn't go to class till it was time for finals. Like I didn't even go like the week before. I went like one day before. I didn't even go before. I just showed up on the last test day, and I showed up and I got an F on that one. That's how I failed that class. So that F doubled up. So I got an F.
I got a better one. Because I got kicked out of school twice for academics because I just wasn't going to class at all. But I ended up making the dean's list multiple times later on when I decided if I don't go to school, I'm going to fuck my whole life up right now. Mm-hmm. So I go, this is my first semester. It was one of these was it psychology or something, history? I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was in that big room right next to the Graham Center, GC 140.
Okay.
GC 140 was a big hall that there right there,
One for the big
auditorium.
Yeah.
And I go the first few weeks, and then I get lulled into the dominoes stuff at Gracie's Grill.
Yeah.
Where I'm playing dominoes every single day for like hours, but I'm skipping class. I'm on campus but not going to class. And I knew that we had 2 tests. I took the first test, and then the last test was they had that week where it says finals week.
Yeah.
Apparently some teachers don't follow that schedule, and they have their tests the week before finals week. So I'm walking by the class like that week before, and I asked one of the guys, I said, who's walking out, I said, so we have our final next week, right? He's like, no, we just took it. I'm like, oh, God. We just took it. I was like, oh, shit. I got an F.
That's worse than me, man. But I'm telling you, Rudy, that Xbox came out. Oh, man. I used to go up there to my friends that I grew up with back in, from 5 years old. We just end up going to college together. So we were my roommate, whatnot. So, but we had some classes together. So I'd be like, hey, I'll go up to his room. Matter of fact, he wasn't my roommate. He stayed upstairs the freshman year. So I go up to his room and be like, hey, we got to go to class. Mm-hmm. And he'd be like, oh, no, I'm finishing this game of NBA Live. So I sit there, and then next thing you know, I'll finish the next game of NBA Live. And we never leave. The only time we left was when we went to the rec center to play basketball. I wasn't playing basketball that year. I didn't get cleared by the clearinghouse. So I sat out that first year. So we just played fucking NBA Live all year. I was like a top-ranked 100 player in the world. So, I got something.
You ended up winning a tournament or something in one of those.
Yeah. Like my senior year, my last year, I ended up winning the 2K tournament.
So I go to so again, I look at all these degrees, by the way. So I'm looking at all these players. You got 7 executive board members, and Natasha Cloud is sitting here talking about how no one's communicating with her. Like, they don't have to. You're a fucking rank and file player. You're in the membership, but you're not on the board. You're not a player rep, and you're sitting here saying that they haven't communicated. Well, you're lying. We all know that. You're sitting here saying that they've not. That you don't know what the salary cap is. No, you don't, because there's no collective bargaining agreement. You fucking moron. Like, that's literally what this is about.
Yeah.
And then she also said that every time they get an offer, which she said they haven't communicated. So either they've communicated or they haven't communicated. Which one is it? But every time they get an offer, then it becomes the value of the league has changed. What? So what you're telling us now, Natasha Crackhead, is that the value of the league, the NBA and the WNBA is raising the value of their own league every time in an offer to you guys? That's ridiculous. They would never do that. In fact, the people that would raise the value of the WNBA would be the players, because they're trying to justify getting paid more money. She makes comments about how the NBA they're getting 50%. Yes, they draw in billions of dollars in revenue. Their television deal is $6.9 billion a year.
They wanna have a penis so bad.
Just
like,
give her.
You have a dildo. You have a dildo. It's a dildo. It's a strap-on. It's not a real one. So I don't know why they always want to compare it to the NBA, and that's where they get. Bro. That's where they get fucked up at every fucking time. The NBA, but the NBA, you're not the NBA. Nothing about you says.
Was the NBA getting 50% of the revenue in 1975? I highly doubt it. I don't know what they were getting, but they damn sure weren't getting 50% of the revenue.
No, because I know
the league was still losing money. But then she made a comment about how the Brooklyn Nets, every NBA team is losing money in some way. I said, yeah, I guess maybe they didn't sell enough socks at their merch store. Maybe they bought too many socks this year, maybe too many onesies for babies or too many pacifiers, and they didn't sell enough of those because the jerseys cost them 30 fucking cents.
Yeah.
They literally get blank fucking jerseys and they iron them bitches on in the damn back room. Yeah. I've been to a Heat game where they're literally printing them there on site for you. They don't have to order. They get the jerseys and then they print on all the fucking shit there. It's all trash. Like, stop the fucking nonsense. And then a guy named Chick Dig Scars made a video of he pulled in. I don't know how he found this, but there's information on the Brooklyn Nets. Like they made $50 million last year in profit. Like the amount of money every team gets from the TV deal covers their entire payroll of players, plus the coaches, plus the employees, plus the executives. The damn fucking cap is 154. Now some teams are above it, sure. These teams are getting $230 million a year.
Yeah.
You think Pat Riley's making $10 million a year as an executive for the Heat? Fuck no. No way. You think Alonzo Moore's making $5 million to be in whatever cushy bullshit fake job he's got? Fuck no. Not a chance in hell. Like, they can pay pretty much everybody in their building off of the damn TV money without selling one singular ticket, one hot dog, one can of Coke, cup of beer, one liquor bottle, one fucking section at the Hyde, without selling shit. Not selling one jersey, nothing. Yeah. That doesn't include all the damn sponsors, the corporate sponsors all around every arena. And then this woman says, she says, you think we don't know when you rent the building out to something that's non-basketball? If they own the building, it's their building. They can rent it out to a cult for all we care. You're not entitled to that.
No, that's not yours.
Basketball related.
That's not revenue from you.
Like they think that so basically Joe Tsai, who's the owner of the Brooklyn Nets and the fucking New York Liberty, I guess in her mind, in her delusional warped mindset, Brooklyn Nets money should be hers too. 100%. Because he's making money with the Brooklyn Nets. So we should be entitled to that.
That's when they do girl. That's when they do girl math.
That's girl math, bro. The math is. They want to include everything under the sun that these teams make. That these owners make. So they want to include franchise fees for new franchises. You're not entitled to that. That is not They've lost $500 million over the last 30 years. Like, what are you talking about in this bullshit? So they're recouping some of their money that they've lost. Because this is the only chance they're going to get. Because at some point, the Caitlin Clark gravy train is going to end.
That's what they say. They want revenue share. That's what they did.
Bro, they want revenue. They want revenue share based off of the gross. And they include the money that's been paid or is being paid for new franchises. No, that's not how this works, you fucking imbecile. So if your owner, Joe Tsai, decides today that he's going to rent his facility to the NRA, you want money from the NRA now? Don't you hate the NRA, Natasha Cloud? Or how about if he rents it out to the fucking Republican Party for the next national convention? Would you want money from that too? Oh, you hate the Republican Party. Why would you want money from that? Again, it ain't got shit to do with basketball.
No.
You got half these teams still playing in fucking 7,000 seat arenas. The average attendance, most of these teams can't put in more than 9,000 people if they're lucky into a building.
Or the championship game.
Huh? What?
Or the championship game.
Bro, the Minnesota Lynx 2 years ago had 9,000 people in the fucking game 3 of their fucking conference finals. I mean, or semifinals, whatever you want to call it. You could have got in for $30, like to the WNBA finals. Like, what are we talking? She's such a junkie. It's like she has these junkie tendencies and goes in these long ass. She went in a 6-minute rant. I played the whole video. Other people just did clips of it. I played the whole video. She said, we blew the roof off the building. No, you didn't. Caitlin Clark did.
Caitlin
Clark did. Unrivaled has gotten so fucking bad that they had to beg Angel Reese to come back for 3 nights, for 3 games. And Angel Reese's TV ratings in Unrivaled last year were terrible. But they have fallen so far off of a cliff this year that they're calling somebody and begging them to come back, where they're creating fugazi trades in a non-CBA sport. And you're on that team now. You're on that team. Okay, Angel, you got a space back on your team from last year. Like, give me a break. Like, bro. They should. So we're sitting here now where they're probably not going to have a deal done. Now she's also blaming Adam Silver. Adam Silver's league has paid your bills for 30 years.
Yeah. Another year, please.
Oh, and what I did learn when I went through all those people, those players, and I may do a full deep dive on every player in the WNBA just for shits and giggles. Of the let me see how many people there's. You have the 7 executive board members. You have the 7 executive board members, and then you got so that is Nneka Ogwumike, Kelsey Plum, your girlfriend, Elizabeth Williams, Brianna Turner, Alicia
Why
Clark.
is Kelsey Plum my girlfriend?
Hey man, you fucking swore by her ass.
What did I do?
Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart. And then you have the player reps: Naz Hillman, Brianna Jones, Rachel Benham, Ariel Atkins, Marina Mabry. Well, the character of these women: Lindsay Allen, Arike Gumbawale, Maddie Seacrest, Kayla Thornton, Temi Bentley, Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hall, Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson, Azare Stevens, Sonia Fagan. Sonia Fagan's a fucking rookie. They got rookies on their executive board or on their player rep thing. Like so your team picked a rookie as a player rep. It's crazy. Bridget Carlton, Alana Smith, Sabrina Ionescu, Isabel Harrison, Kalani Brown, Lexi Brown, Easy McMagor, Steph Dolson, George Lutz, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14,
whole damn league.
16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So you got 26 players of the 150 player league on your player rep board.
So two people from each team.
Two from each team. And then you have 7. So you have over 30 plus people on this board plus reps. I searched. There's only one business degree of the 30 plus people that I just mentioned. There's one business degree. Nick, they have majors like activism, literally activism. They have a major sport in society. What in the flying fuck is sport in society?
Sport into society.
What the funguing world is sport in society?
I don't know. I probably would have majored in that one. I like that.
It sounds like a woke activist sport thing. I have no idea. That's Brianna Stewart's major. Oh, I only brought that up because she says we have these intelligent women who have these advanced degrees from these great schools. I'm like, nah, motherfucker. Most of y'all shouldn't even gotten y'all goddamn school because most of y'all dumb as fuck, and you're only there because you're athletes. Because unless you can show me that Arike Ogunbowale had a 4.5 GPA in high school and a 1500 SAT score, she ain't getting into Notre Dame. And I presume Nneka Ogwumike was pretty fucking intelligent because Africans are very, very education-wise.
Parents don't play that shit.
They don't play that shit, but you want
to know. They don't care about no damn sports.
You want to know what Nneka Ogwumike majored in college?
What?
This woman went to college at Stanford University and got a degree in psychology. There are multiple degrees in which, first of all, if you don't get a master's degree in it, it's absolutely useless because there's psychologists and there's psychiatrists. I forget which one can prescribe medication, but you basically want to be a counselor. You got a degree from Stanford? Stanford. You know the degrees that people from the islands laugh at, like the old school parents, they laugh at these degrees. Like if you don't get a degree in law, you're not a lawyer, a doctor, or an engineer. Every other degree is fucking retarded. It's a waste of time. You got a degree in your girl Kelsey Plum got a degree in anthropology. What the fuck do you do with a degree in anthropology?
Let me look it up. ChatGPT.
So psychiatrist prescribes the meds. So you got a degree in psychology. It's fucking useless. It's useless. These degrees are fucking chimp degrees. They're monkey degrees.
Well,
they're fucking I'm a basketball player degree. Talk therapy. Psychology is well, yeah. They like to talk a lot. We all know this. They like to talk.
I'm a psychologist,
and I'm not trying to be offensive to anybody's degree in the chat or anyone in general, but these people are negotiating a collective bargaining agreement, and then they're running their mouths publicly, criticizing and blowing smoke, and don't have any fucking idea what they're talking about.
Yes, they do. They got a lot of idea what they're talking about. They got Caitlin Clark. That's the idea.
And they never mention her once.
That's the idea.
They don't mention her though.
It's Caitlin Clark.
They don't mention.
I'm running around my chest up too, Rudy.
You just told me that we blew the roof off this bitch.
Yeah,
no, I mean, yo, when I tell you the stuff that came out of her mouth, like it, and I did make a video saying that and people did argue with me about it in the comments. I said the WNBA PA folded because they came back with
they went down on the money
because they said they made a very, very clear statement. Revenue share is a non-negotiable. Nick, I'm sorry, but if you say that your booty hole is a non-negotiable,
it's not. I mean, it ain't happening. You can't get it
come
here.
back later on and say, "Well, babe, I wanna do this, babe. No, it's a non-negotiable."
I changed my mind.
The second you change your mind, you have now opened yourself up to so much more.
Oh, literally.
Like you cannot sit here and tell somebody it's a non-negotiable and then negotiate on it.
Yeah, that's supposed to be your one thing. Like no matter what, we're not.
No matter what, I ain't moving off this.
Off this one, we could work. We could negotiate some other things, but this point right here, then don't put your foot. Don't put your foot down in the sand about it. If that's not something you're gonna have your foot in the sand about.
So it starts with a finger, and then you cap, and then you're capping the whole fist.
It's a party after that.
So you cannot tell me that something's a non-negotiable. That's why I said in my video that they folded, and people said that's not. They just dropped it a little bit. I don't care, because what you just showed me is that you're gonna drop more. You're gonna drop more. What was it? The owners gonna get the draws, dog.
Gonna get the draws, dog. GTD.
They're gonna be dropping the draws, and it's gonna come down and come down and come down to the point where eventually they say, okay, because there'll be a lot of players that are gonna go broke, who don't have the money to fund themselves to miss a season, and they ain't making enough money playing over in fucking Turkey.
I mean, when you go into negotiations like this, you have to be willing. Like, if you want something, you have to be willing to miss some paychecks. You have to. You have. If you're not ready for that, then you have to take what the other people are offering, because you're not willing to say, well, fuck it, we won't do it then. If you're not willing to do that, you're really not negotiating.
Again, if they had never said it's not a non, if they had never said it's not a non-negotiable, that it's a non-negotiable, then I wouldn't say a word. But you've been telling us it's a non-negotiable. So if that's what it is, then and you now dropped your number even by 2.5% or whatever, or 3%, well, that means you'll drop more, because at some point your rank and file player who was making 70 grand last year a year, or 80 grand last year a year, is going to need a paycheck. They're going to need a paycheck.
And they hearing, well, 250. Shit, sign me up. Sign the motherfucking deal. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for?
And that's minimum salary. The average will be over 500.
Exactly. But if I'm the 70K player, I'm probably going to be a minimum player.
250. Yeah, 250.
But you telling me, hold on, Rudy. You telling me I'm getting 170K
for 4 months. For 4 months.
For 4 months. And I think that's another thing that they don't understand in regards to the NBA. The NBA season, they're playing 82 games.
They play 9 months.
And then they're playing 7 game series in the playoffs. So some teams are playing 100 games. And y'all just got up to 40. You just got up to 40.
And they already want load management. They're already complaining about that.
and another 7, 8, 9, 10 games in the playoffs.
So my message to them is go have Unrivaled turn to a 5-on-5 league. Again, she made the point to tell us that you think that Fisa Collier and Brianna Stewart don't understand what these numbers. No, they don't. They clearly don't, because all they're doing is taking fucking investor money to pay your bills, to pay your checks. The fact of the matter is that the WNBA owners are paying your checks while they've taken losses. They've taken losses for 30 years, and yet they've still covered your paychecks. That's all they're required to do. And they're willing to pay you more than four times what you made last year.
I don't even know how they got that number.
Huh? What?
I don't even know how they got to that number.
They're willing to do it because the ownership has negotiated. They're giving real offers, and you're saying no. Well, at some point, your young players who don't make money are going to be saying, "I need my check." There's only one Caitlin Clark. There's only one Angel Reese. There's only one Paige Beckers. The rest of us are nothing, and we need our money. There's only one Asia. There's only one Brianna Stewart. There's only one Sabrina Ionescu who got sneaker deals. The rest of us don't have shit. We need our money.
Yeah.
Like Aaliyah Boston is literally living off of an $80,000 a year paycheck still.
Still?
Yeah, she's in the third year. She has 1 year left. And so, yeah, she's making $200,000 or whatever to play Unrivaled. Fabulous. Okay, great. You know what happens when you make more money? You spend more money.
Of course.
You live at a higher level. So now if I'm not getting a check, well, I was relying on that money. And you know what it's also done? It's devalued the game. It's devalued their memorabilia. It's devalued their merch. The women's basketball cards market is dropping. It's dropping. They got these cards coming out, these Prism cards. I got plenty of them, but their stuff is, yeah. She has an Adidas that endorsement might pay her $50,000 a year.
Yep.
You think she's making more than $50,000 for her Adidas endorsement? Like, come on now.
They might just be giving her merchandise.
Yeah, she has a Golden Corral endorsement. She did the buffet line. Like she doesn't have endorsements that are life defining and life changing. She doesn't have that. She's nowhere near that level.
Oh, we just got to get a Leah Boston on this Adidas deal and give her.
Like, you think they're making You think they're making money off of Aaliyah Boston? Like there's no ROI on Aaliyah Boston as your endorser. Like I don't want to hear it. So, but they're gonna need bread. And again, you have a whole group of players that have fugazi fucking non-business minded degrees like kinesiology and which is sports science, being a therapist. Activism 101 and other bullshit.
But can't they study this shit though? They can study. They can go read. They can go look this up.
Did you see that clip where Nikola Jokic makes fun of Wemby for reading?
No, I didn't see.
You haven't seen that yet?
No.
They show a clip where Nikola Jokic in the All-Star game says, "Are you really reading a book?" and Wemby says, "I read before every game."
Yeah.
But he actually reads. He's not like LeBron, who's always on page 1.
Damn. Stop disrespecting my GOAT.
You know that's true. He's always on page 1.
GOAT.
So then Jokic says, "This look like this fucking guy is reading."
This fucking guy is reading.
This fucking guy is reading. What are we doing? There was a Gatorade commercial for Caitlin Clark. I have no idea. I've not seen it. I haven't seen it. So, but yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. She's a crackhead. She's a crackhead. And or she got crackhead tendencies. They got no. If I'm on that board, if I am the executive director of the WNBPA, I'm sitting here calling the top class. You need to shut the fuck up.
Please, what are you talking about?
You need to truly shut the fuck up.
It's always a few people like that, Rudy. You know, some people you're like, stop talking. Like, I don't need you to say anything about anything. Like, you're misinformed. You out here spewing. You're not spewing facts. You're making all of us look bad. And now they think we all think like this. which they probably sort of.
They do. Oh, here, Ariel Atkins has a degree in sport management, not sports. Apparently, it's just one sport she has management skills in.
Sport management.
Sport management. Here, Naz Hillman's degree is in communications.
Sports management is business too, right? So before
Nick,
you talk shit about,
there's 400 things that are in that it's like a communications degree, Nick.
I'm just defending sports management because I was in business class, right?
Great, you took a class, okay?
With the toughest professor at FIU. You know Dr. Wolf? Was he there when you was there?
I have no fucking idea. I didn't take a business class at that time.
Nick,
Nick.
I don't want to hear you talk shit more about.
I went to FIU. I got a degree in communications. My major was print journalism. There's 50 fucking majors within the communications department that have nothing to do with journalism. So there's 50 fucking majors within the sports management department that have nothing to do with actual business.
I took the toughest business class.
Sure you did. Did you pass?
Dr. Wolf, hell yeah, I got a B+ in there too. Oh. And I was during basketball season, so it was tough as hell. He's a tough guy. I heard he just died already.
Rachel Banham's got a degree in sociology. These fucking degrees are so useless. These are useless degrees. I remember I asked my mom, "What do you do with this degree?" I'm a teacher. Okay, I'm sorry. There's two of them actually. Marina Mabry got a degree in business too. She's from Notre Dame. She's a moron though. She's anti-business. Stupid as fuck. These people are stupid. Clearly she didn't use her business degree to understand that Caitlin Clark is the cash cow. You know, she forgot that part.
One person who gonna hype up CC all the time. Her biggest supporter.
Who?
Cunningham. Sophie.
Sophie ain't dumb. Sophie's been a millionaire because of Caitlin Clark. She understands. She understands the fucking the economics of it. She understands the economics.
Yes, she do.
She understands. If I lick her clit, I will become a rich bitch.
All the time.
I'm gonna become rich as fuck. And her degree was in health sciences, so whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, so I may do a part 2 on that. Just to, by the way, on Friday night, Ben and I are gonna do a special.
I heard.
We're gonna do this fucking trash ball unrivaled, and welcome back Angel Reese.
Angel Reese.
I
told you, Angel Reese is the big time now. She got you coming back and watching.
Well, because we're just gonna make fun of it the entire night. That's what we're gonna do, and then we're not gonna watch it again after Friday night.
Yeah, right. Y'all watch the next Angel. You'll watch the next Angel Reese game.
I will not. We'll be on live.
You're really an Angel Reese fan, really.
You want to know why I want Angel Reese to do well? Because I got a whole lot of fucking cards of hers that I want to sell, and her value has gone into the fucking toilet.
What she's been doing? I haven't even seen her like podcast or anything.
Not a goddamn thing. Nobody watches her podcast, Nick. Nobody watches her fucking podcast. Nobody.
She's not posting on Instagram or nothing no more.
Nobody watches her podcast, Nick.
I haven't seen her. Like, she used to pop up every now and then. I haven't seen her. I mean,
I don't know what the fuck she's doing. So, anyhow, let's move on. Next topic. We got to move a little more quickly. Let's see here. So this was the next topic at hand. Mick Cronin. Oh, you know what? Let's do the dunk contest real fast. Miami Heat, a player. Is it Keyshawn Jones?
Yeah, Keyshawn. I thought it was Keyshawn at first.
Their G League player.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn Johnson.
He plays for your team, Rudy. God damn it.
Fine. No, he plays occasionally for our team.
He's on your roster.
He actually got sent back to the G League. You know that the week of the fucking dunk contest.
Oh, for real? I thought he was on our roster for real.
They told him to not go to the G League and go over to, because he got sent back and then he had to detour to San Francisco or LA, wherever it was. And so Keyshawn Johnson wins the dunk contest in one of the most unentertaining dunk contests in history. We watched Jason Richardson's son, Jace Richardson, nearly decapitate himself on the side of the backboard. Did you watch it?
Oh, I was
You
out.
didn't even watch it?
This is the first year I didn't care for
Nick,
any of it.
this guy hit his face on the side of the backboard.
Yeah, I just saw like the highlights a little bit.
He fucking hit his face on the side of the backboard and landed flat on his fucking back. His head bounced. Jace Richardson.
Right?
Richardson. His head bounced off the fucking floor. You're like, did this guy just kill himself missing a dunk?
No.
He hit his face on the side of the backboard. Took himself out. The dunk. It was. The
dunk,
yeah.
It was
bad. It was
bad. He bounced back up though. I thought he died.
I thought he was fucked up. His head hit the ground. It was
it's
like, wow. Yo, Jesus. So they changed up the scoring a little bit. Instead of giving guys 10s, they gave them 50s and whatever, and 49s, 48s, divided and what have you. So Keyshawn Johnson wins the dunk contest because Carter Bryant can't make a dunk at the end, pretty much.
Oh my God, what was he?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Needless to say, the dunk contest is complete dog shit, and there's different people with different opinions. And there's this one podcast that I watch occasionally named The Lowlights. This 350-pound black dude who talks basketball like he played it, and he is very, very anti anything old school. He's kind of like you. He thinks everything today is amazing, and everybody back in the day sucked. He literally said he had no idea who Kenny Skywalker was, and I'm like, you don't even know, you're making a comment about a guy you don't even know who he is, so that makes you pretty dumb. He mentioned J.R. Ryder. They brought up Harold Miner, and like this was off of a clip from from First Take with Stephen A. Smith. We all know that when Harold Miner came into the NBA, or you may not remember because you were like 5 or 6. Yeah, Harold Miner, like he had the baby Jordan comparisons, and it wasn't like he wasn't a 20-plus point per game scorer at USC. He was one of the best players in the country. He just didn't become more. And I don't know if you remember J.R. Ryder.
Yeah.
Okay, J.R. Ryder was a sick-ass dunker, and he was a fucking beast of a guard. He wasn't
He did do a cartwheel into a dunk.
Dude, fucking J.R. Ryder was the first guy with the under the legs dunk that people now do like it's normal. Yeah. He was the first guy to do that shit, and people were like, "Oh my God!" Like when he did that shit, because he did it in college. He did it in the college dunk contest. I remember J.R. Ryder very vividly because I was a big-time UNLV fan. But the conversation was, the stars obviously doing it, which then makes other stars then go do it, and so forth. And of course, this guy says it's not LeBron's fault. Well, yeah, it kind of is, because, and I do believe that a lot of the dunk contest died largely outside of a couple of seasons because of LeBron not keeping his word about doing the dunk contest. Like the dunk contest, Dr. J, Jordan, Dominique. Then you move later. Then he brought up. See, this is Kenny. Stephen A. Smith fucked up. He said Kenny Skywalker. I'm like, Kenny Skywalker sucked. He sucked. But he hit the power of that guy's dunks. Like he would dunk the ball through, and the ball would bounce all the way back over the backboard. Like he dunked with so much disgusting power and ferocity that the ball, and it would go through clean as hell, like gong, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And Sean Kemp was in the dunk contest. Then eventually Kobe wins the dunk contest. Then they canceled it for a year, and then it was off for another year because of a strike. And then Vince Carter comes back in 2000, and he demolishes the dunk contest.
Oh my God, that
was the greatest ever, in my opinion. Vince Carter, the greatest ever dunker, in my opinion. The power that guy,
Oh my God, that windmill! The first dunk was the windmill. Oh,
That's
he
ridiculous.
brought it back here somewhere, like,
Ridiculous.
and the power. Oh my gosh! Jesus
And
Christ.
and so LeBron says he would do it, and then he never does it. But yet he's always giving you a dunk contest in the layup line before every game.
Yeah, he said that's
And
a dunk contest for him.
well, it's not because he was afraid he would lose, and it does have an impact because there's something there's a term out there, you probably heard it, with great power comes great responsibility. There is certain things that are a responsibility of every star who can flush it. Hell, I'll tell you this. Dwayne Wade should have been in the dunk contest. But Dwayne Wade says, I was never asked one time to be in that shit. Never asked.
And it probably would have been terrible. I don't see Wade as dunking, but you just want the stars to do a shit.
But Wade had like some of the most disgusting in-game dunks. He just
in game.
Like his in-game dunking was retarded. But he was never asked. Did T-Mac do the dunk contest? He did, right?
Lester, you think LeBron only has one dunk? Cut it out.
I mean, he has a couple. He don't have a whole lot. He don't have a huge bag of dunks. He's
a power. It's
power. He's a power
yeah.
dunker. He's a power dunker.
He's gonna get some airtime, so it's gonna look good regardless.
He's a power dunker. But I think that you have these guys but LeBron again with great power comes great responsibility. That's why when he says random ass shit, like it has an impact, even if whether or not he's trying to or not. I don't know, but T-Mac did the dunk contest. I knew T-Mac did it. Dwight Howard did the dunk contest. I mean, the stars did the dunk contest at least one time. So now you can't hear little pussy motherfuckers like John Morant or Anthony Edwards or guys like that say, I'm not doing it. Like, you don't think that you don't want to see Anthony Edwards being the dunk contest? There's a certain value to having your elite players do it over Mac McClung or Keyshawn Johnson, who we'll never see again. I know the best one we've had in the last decade was Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
And people think that Gordon got robbed against Derrick Jones. I don't think he got robbed. Derrick Jones had a free throw line through his legs dunk. Like, what are we talking about?
It could have went either way.
And even the dunk in which he did the same dunk like 3 fucking times. Like, it's not he did the same dunk. I mean, what are your thoughts of LeBron being a major reason why the dunk contest is basically fucking dead?
All right. First of all, let me go back to Keyshawn Johnson. This guy plays for the Miami Heat. I didn't even know he could fucking dunk, Rudy. I didn't know he could dunk.
I have no idea he could dunk either. They invited him to the damn dunk contest, bro.
We ain't throw this man an alley all year. I didn't see him dunk all year. The few games that I did see him play, I did see him play with a good motor. Like, he's one of those junkyard people who's gonna do all the dirty work. True Heat lifer type player, like fucking Ike Austin, motherfucker. But I didn't know he could dunk. They were like, he's in a dunk contest. Who? The guy that plays for Howard.
Who?
But nah, man, Rudy, I was trying hard to think of a reason to disagree with you about the LeBron shit. But yeah, he did set a standard of elite players. And y'all people be like, but there were players after him. Yeah, but he set it up for this generation, the Zion Williamson. Like, Zion used to dunk every fucking second he got. Every chance dunk contest in high school, and like every chance he got, he was dunking. And we don't get Zion, we don't get Ja, we don't get the players like that. And everybody like, I'm too cool to do it. And they throw their little fake names in the ring like LeBron did. Like, yeah, next year we all gonna do it. And they never fucking do it. But yeah, he did say, I want to see LeBron James in a 3-point contest. He might make 5 shots. But I think the All-Star game is, I want to see All-Stars. I didn't pay, I think we pay the customers take care of the league enough where it could be one weekend that you give the fans a fucking show. Like I want to see LeBron James in the 3-point contest. I want to see Wemby in a dunk contest. I don't care. I want to see the stars.
I think he would do it before LeBron would.
I think the All-Star weekend, the name being All-Star, gives you the hint that you want to see. I just want to see the All-Stars perform. I don't want to see, even in the 3-point contest, I'm like, oh, but this person's a shooter. I want to see all the people who's an All-Star, even if they're not an All-Star this year, somebody who was kind of an All-Star before, who has the fame of an All-Star. That's who I want to see. I don't know any Jace. I don't know who the other people were in the dunk contest. I know Keyshawn because he played for Miami. I know Jace Richardson because he's Jason Richardson's son.
He went to Columbus.
That's what. Who else was in there? Somebody from the Spurs.
Carter Bryant. He was one that lost.
Carter Bryant.
Yeah. He was sitting there having a conversation with
good
Vince
defense,
Carter.
but
yeah, he was having a conversation with Vince Carter, asking what he should do.
It doesn't know what he's going to do in the dunk contest. You're not that. But the thing about the dunk contest, Rudy, all of these dunks has been done before.
Yes.
So if you're not going to have a star doing the dunk who gives it that pizzazz, because even if LeBron does a regular dunk, we're going to be like, oh shit, LeBron did it.
And also, he dunks with a certain level of power and ferocity.
And yes,
that power and ferocity makes the dunk so different.
It looks a little bit stronger. It looks a little bit more. It looks better to the eye. Like
it does.
LeBron windmill compared to a regular person windmill, it just looks different.
Dude, when the ball goes through the net and it gets swishes through and it bounces off the fucking backboard.
Because you didn't rim graze it in.
You didn't crank it in and it hit all areas of the rim and shit and the whole nine. That's different. Like there's a difference. Yeah. Or if you missed it 3 times, like okay, you missed it 3 times.
Paul George did a dunk contest.
He did, and the thing is, like, he's not even a dunker.
Victor Oladipo.
He's not. There were guys that did the dunk contest. Like he's not even a dunker. So the guys that have done it, you know, and this is what this guy was talking about. He's like, all these stars did it, but they're not. None of these guys were known as dunkers. They just did it to do it.
Duke, I agree. It does seem like it's
none of them were none of them were actually none of them were the level of top 5, top 10 players in the league when they did it. There you go. If Paul Pierce did it, I mean, like that just tells you all you need to know. Because Paul Pierce was never been looked at as a top 5 or 10 player in the NBA. Like it's a contest. I think the All-Star game is dead as a whole. They did their new little format this year.
That shit was good. It was good this year. It was good.
Nick,
Rudy, I don't give a fuck what you say.
It was not good.
It was good this year.
It was not good.
Rudy, the All-Star game. Did you watch it?
I did watch it. I did actually.
It was
I did
good
watch
this year.
It
started off. They played defense. They didn't just jack up threes the whole game.
Nick, they played defense. They scored over 40 fucking points in a quarter.
And
that's
compared to
playing defense.
So
that means you're on pace for a 180 to 180 game type shit.
So they had one quarter. They had one quarter in the. They had
only, and it was First of all, you
the other games, 30s.
No, they were. No, the last game was like 45 to 25.
Yeah, but
none of them were in the 30s. I don't believe they're all in the.
Yes, 40s. It was.
If you find that I'm wrong, tell me. Find me the scores. I know that the first game, the only reason, and this is a problem, the only reason that Anthony Edwards says he played hard was because Wemby was bringing it. And Wemby was pissed that they lost.
Yeah, he was pissed as fuck.
Like, he was pissed that they lost. In both situations, he was pissed. And I respect that.
Yes.
Most of these guys ain't pissed. Most of them don't care. Nikola Jokic would rather be riding his fucking horses.
We know that about him.
Like, he don't give a fuck about
But the format was good though, because
but you want to know how the format would have been better, Nick? 12 on 12. 4 quarters.
No.
4 quarters.
Because we're not gonna get what we got out of that. We're not gonna get them to compete like they did. You're not gonna get. Yes, it's a certain pizzazz when the Americans are playing the overseas play. You have to do.
You want to know why you're gonna get it? Because Victor Wembanyama would have been playing hard for 4 fucking quarters, and at some point, if them American dudes have gotten fucking lazy, he'd have blown their ass off the fucking floor. So the U.S. guys are going to have to maintain some level of intensity to keep Wemby from going for 50. Because that guy was coming to kill people in that game. Beyond that, I heard a comment where they said, well, you know what? Well, you know, you could fine them if you don't think they're playing hard enough. You could fine them.
No.
Oh no, you can. You want to know why I know you can? You want to know why I know you can?
How you gonna know if somebody's playing hard enough? Like,
really? When I'm getting out of the way and you're letting you dunk the ball over my head? When I'm moving out of the way and just saying, here you go dunk it? That's a pretty good indicator of not playing hard. They had a situation. There was something on a hit in the Pro Bowl where a dude got fined for hitting the dude too hard in the Pro Bowl years ago. NFL fined the dude for hitting the dude too hard in the Pro Bowl.
Was it a legal hit?
Back then, they were all legal hits. Like Sean Taylor. You can remember Sean Taylor. There was a story that Reggie Wayne said. Sean, I was coming across the middle. Sean Taylor had a beeline and knocked my fucking head off, and he missed me on purpose. And he says, I only did that because I love you. Because later in that game is when he blew up the quarterback. You remember that hit? The punter, whoever, he blew the fuck up. He blew motherfucker up.
Was it that Pat McAfee? No,
whoever it was, he blew up on the sideline. He exploded on that dude. I'm telling you, can make people play by making certain threats or whatever. Hell, fuck find the player. I'm gonna find the team $5 million that you play on, and you're gonna have to deal with your player about that shit. If we see that you're not putting in effort, I'm not sitting here saying that you're gonna kill each other. But the shit we've been watching where motherfuckers are shooting 47-footers for jump shots and throwing the ball off the backboard, and everyone moves out of the fucking way.
But it's also got to understand it is for the fans. It is supposed to be entertaining.
Yes, for the fans. What entertains you, Nick?
I want to see competitive basketball.
And you want to know what? That's what 99% of the people around want to see. We want to see competitive, the best in the world, playing the best in the world, and we want to see them knuckle the fuck up. When I go to a BKFC fight, I don't want to watch these two guys look at each other. I want to see them kill each other.
But Rudy,
I want to see the fucking NBA players go to kill each other.
You would want that because you got the best of the best for
right.
one night. Like the one night. There's no fucking Duncan Robinsons out there. There's no fucking Pat McClungs out there. There's no fucking, the bench warmers, Kobe White. There's none of those. This top player on top player. This is what I want to see.
Which also goes back to the LeBron comment where, remember, they keep talking about it. The day that they got the ball to LeBron and Kobe's like, let's go, one-on-one, you and me. And LeBron took the ball and he passed it away.
LeBron also had moments where he took the game with his shot.
No. That is a moment that is talked about for years. We never got that one-on-one moment where Kobe's like, let's go, bring that shit, motherfucker. And he passes the ball away because he didn't want the fucking smoke. That is the reason for look, I ain't questioning how
you
great
can't
LeBron
say that because he bust Kobe ass his whole career. But he didn't do it in that one moment.
In an all-star game? In an all-star game.
His whole career he bust Kobe ass. But what? Because he didn't do it in that one moment?
They didn't guard each other in regular games.
Kobe tried to guard LeBron. There's been moments, plenty of time.
The moment of the fucking all-star game. Can you remember one game you watched Kobe and LeBron play each other in?
Can I remember one game?
Can you remember one game? I don't remember one. You want to know why? Because first, LeBron played in Cleveland, all right, for a very long time. Secondly, when they play the Lakers, I'm not fucking watching a midnight game with the fucking Lakers and Cavs. And when he's with the Heat, I don't remember one fucking game against the Lakers. Do you? You know who I remember against the Lakers? Dwayne Wade.
I remember game against the Lakers. I remember Wade throwing up.
I remember Dwayne Wade.
I remember that year we toyed with him and we
I
threw
remember
the
year that fucking Dwayne Wade broke Kobe's nose in the fucking All-Star game and then came back the next game after and hit that three off the fucking backboard to beat us.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that shit. I remember Dwayne Wade broke Kobe's nose in a fucking All-Star game.
Man, this was one of the best All-Star games that we've seen in a
It's not
while.
a game, nigga. It's a quarter. That's not a game.
But they played 4 quarters. It's equivalent to a game.
Nick.
You got every quarter was so usually in the All-Star game you get the last quarter that's usually they ramp it up a little bit. This one they had to ramp it up a little earlier from each one.
Kawhi Leonard had 31.
And they were trying to guard him. They were trying to guard him. That shit was special. But it was special.
Kawhi Leonard looked like a fucking Cybertron. I mean,
yes, and if Kawhi Leonard
unguardable. And the next quarter against the Young Bucks, he couldn't fucking hit the side of a barn. Why? Because he sat for the next 40 fucking minutes between quarters.
It was like 20 minutes, man. 15.
It felt like 40. It wasn't 15. It felt like 40.
No, man, it wasn't that long. They played the next game right after that. The old guys.
Right after that. It took a long time.
The old guys didn't have. They played 3 games back to back though. That's what I'm trying to say.
We sat, and every one of those games had a 15-20 minute break in between.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
What do we need? Why do we need a break in between fucking quarters in a basketball game?
Because you know this All-Star shit now. They do performances and shit now.
All-Star game is dead. The whole shit's dead.
The game was good, man. It was. I enjoyed it. Man.
It's a quarter. It's not a game.
I enjoyed all 4 quarters. But the last one could have been better.
You ain't never gonna have records again because all the records are dead. There will never be records again. No one can ever break any scoring record because you're only playing a quarter. You know that people gave there were 4 people that voted for Kawhi Leonard as MVP of the All-Star game.
Shit, I ain't mad at that.
You're not? He didn't win. And in the last quarter, he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit.
But he had that 30 damn point quarter though. That shit was special, Roy. He showed you that he could have been like, if it wasn't for injuries, Kawhi Leonard probably has 4 championships.
If it wasn't for his vagina, he would have more championships. If he wasn't a pussy. Because I don't give a fuck. You got to fight through some of that shit sometimes. I don't give a damn.
And then when he tried to fight through it, he busted his knee up again.
Oh, well. Keep playing.
Some people's bodies just fuck.
My son is 12, and he broke his finger. I know it's just a finger, but he broke his finger 2 days before a tournament in Alabama, and he went to Alabama and he played the whole weekend. Didn't know it was broken.
Yeah, that's a finger.
Most of these guys ain't playing with a broken finger. They're too pussy, man. Come on, stop it.
Hey, wrap it up.
Stop it. No, they're not. They're pussies. They're not playing with broken fingers. He actually broke the tip, so it's just like this. He broke the bone right here. It came off. He had surgery today.
Oh yeah.
He had surgery today. Yeah, he has a pin in his hand.
Ooh.
In his finger. Dominic.
Oh, okay.
Basketball player. Yeah, he's tougher than most of these fucking guys in the NBA nowadays. These guys are all fucking pussies.
Damn. I mean, the NBA is harder today than it was before, so.
That's a pin in his finger. The NBA is harder to take. Oh my god.
On your body, more taxing. Yep.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're all hoes. Anyhow, okay. So you actually agree LeBron is the reason the dunk contest sucks.
Yeah, I do.
You remember when, like, I miss young Giannis, the guy that looked happy there.
Mm-hmm.
Even him is like, why ain't you getting a dunk contest?
Did he? Giannis did a dunk contest.
Did he?
Pretty sure.
Did he?
I want to say Giannis did a dunk.
He looks so goddamn old now. With his damn these glasses that are not really for seeing. Was he in a dunk contest?
I'm pretty sure Giannis did one early in his career.
Let me see. Giannis in the dunk contest. Yeah. 2015. Okay. Yeah, he just wasn't very good. Yeah, okay. I stand corrected. Sorry, Giannis. My bad. Mick Cronin. Mick Cronin is the coach at UCLA. Mick Cronin, they lost, or they got their asses kicked by Michigan State, and there was a situation that took place at this game, and we are going to share that video with you if you have not seen it yet.
He ejects his own player.
He ejected his own player, and it was rather amusing, but it also shows that he's a fucking pussy himself, because there's no logical reasoning on earth that you would ever eject your own player for fouling somebody. I mean, I cannot imagine that if there was a coach that we know that would have ever ejected somebody for fouling somebody. I mean, playing with effort. So this is what happened. Take a look. Did you see this yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to look at it now.
Cross-court pass. We'll get a free run for Cooper. He gets fouled hard from behind by Jamerson, and Cooper gets right in Jamerson's face because of the hard foul. Jamerson stood his ground. Now remember, Jamerson, a student here at Michigan State.
That wasn't even a hard foul, Nick.
That was a clean one. I've seen worse ones from the back. I usually don't like those type of attempt at a person like behind them, but this one wasn't like, usually they grab the wrist. He got a lot of ball on that.
He got mostly ball, and in fact, the reason the dude fell was not because of him. It was the dude that's under him on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Look how tight that dude is underneath him.
A student here at Michigan State. Mick Cronin says, "I want you out."
Yeah, Mick is sending
What
sending him to the locker room because Cooper is way out there, right? You don't want to hurt anybody this late in the game. Cooper is way out there for a dunk.
Okay, so let's start with that. First of all, that was a guy playing with effort in a game where you're down 20 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So you're now telling him don't play hard. So you're inconsistent in the approach is so inconsistent. Now we don't want the guy to play hard. You would rather him just let him go for a dunk, because then you would yell at him for that. You lazy motherfucker! You didn't sprint back. Well,
got no heart.
Now I know why I won't sprint back next time, because you embarrass me. You throw me into the locker room as if I tried to hurt the guy. He fell down because he was off balance, not because I hit him. I got the ball, and then on top of that, you get this bullshit post game by Mick Cronin, with a reporter from who sounds like a student reporter. But this is what happens after that game. Wait, let's see here.
What was your thoughts in the student section chanting Booker's name?
I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section.
I just meant overall the way that you.
I would like to give you a kudos for the worst question I've ever been asked.
Did you like
You should take it.
the preparation of the?
You really think I care about the other?
No, I don't.
team's
I don't
student
think you care about the
section?
other.
Are you raising your voice at me?
No, I'm.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Come on.
No reason.
Come on. Yes, you are. Everybody's standing here listening to you. This is on camera. They can hear you. I answered the question. I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section. I coach you.
Did he pull a motherfucking Karen on him?
Who cares?
So what is your first thought in seeing that?
That's some pussy shit. Did he pull a motherfucking Karen on that damn reporter? That's the reporter's voice didn't change. You came at him, so you're like, okay, cool, whatever. And then you try to flip the fucking script to play victim in a situation where you were the fucking person who provoked it, who made it seem worse because you're mad because how you handled the situation earlier. I mean, it wasn't a great question. Probably not a great question. But you're gonna be asked dumb questions all the time. But I'm pretty sure when you win, you don't care about dumb questions. Nobody cares about dumb questions when they win. But for you to single him out like that and then play victim, it's the most Karen shit. What's the name for a guy, Karen? Kevin. That's what I'm gonna go. Fucking Kevin. But that's just bad, Rudy. I don't respect that. As a leader of fucking men, leader of men, you set a bad example all the way around. Even from you embarrassing that young player. Now, if that player had came, you see one of them fouls in high school where players chasing from the back and they're getting their ass whooped and they absolutely obliterate the person just because they like, you don't get to show off on us. If you did that, yeah. You set an example of that. This is not allowed. But a player hustling back, you get a chance to even look at the replay and be like, hey, that's effort. You're actually trying after we're getting our ass whooped. If somebody actually gives a fucking fuck at this program, You show that play and film the next day and say, hey, this is what we fucking need to not get our ass embarrassed by this team right now. This is what you show tomorrow in film. And for you to make an example out of it in the worst way, I don't respect that.
So what I learned was that this is a student reporter from Michigan State, I believe.
Okay.
They're playing Michigan State.
Yeah.
And they have kids that are in school who are school paper, school TV station, whatever. This is where they're getting their and
experience.
They need the experience, and what do you want them to do? Stand in the corner and not ask any questions and not learn what to do? For starters, the question was not out of bounds because the question was actually real. The student section was riding their ass, and I don't see a problem with the question. His response then to tell this guy, you wouldn't even work for the dumbest question I've ever been asked, so you insulted him. You got aggressive with him because he asked you a question. So just answering it. You didn't just answer it. You answered it and then insulted him. All right. That in itself, if you're dealing with an adult, that might cause a fight. Because what you're not going to do here, if I'm a professional, he's not a professional, he's a student, is you're not going to try to fucking disrespect me. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm asking you a question. Whether you like the question or not, I'm asking you a question. You can answer it and then move on. You answered it and then you insulted him and then that was it. And then you went back to him. He didn't say another word. Then you went back to him and said, are you raising your voice to me? No, he didn't raise his voice to you. I'll let you know, motherfucker, when I'm raising my voice to you. He did not raise his voice to you. Everyone hears it. Yeah, I'm listening to it. I ain't hear shit. I hear you turn into a bitch-made motherfucker up here who's mad because he's getting his ass kicked in basketball.
And you handled the situation fucked up.
You handled that situation like shit with your player, and you look like a fucking idiot. And you're on the way out. You're not going to have a job probably at the end of the year.
Maybe the next week.
Possible. It's quite very well possible. You're losing you're losing guys. You can't even keep guys in your own goddamn city. You know, you're UCLA, and you're sitting here at 17-9, 9-6 in conference. You're a mid-pack team. The school with the most heralded history in the history of college basketball. And you guys didn't win a title in 30 fucking 1 years, dating back to 1995, I believe it is. With Ed O'Bannon, like, you're a clown, and you're mad at this reporter. This was the weakest shit I've ever seen, and I think Mick Cronin should be on the way out. You handled that situation with that player like shit. That was an effort play, you're mad because you got asked a question. Miss me with the bullshit.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, Rudy. You flipped it on the young man. Like I say, I don't care for the question, but that's what I'll say. Like, hey, I'm focusing on my team. That had absolutely nothing to do with us, man. I'm worried about us getting better. Right now, we got our ass handed to us. I'm not worried about the crowd. The crowd is gonna do what they're supposed to do. They're the opposing fucking team crowd. That's what they're supposed to do.
But it's like you insulted him.
Yeah, of course.
You insulted him. And then you turned away and were listening to the other guy. And then you came back to him and said, you really think I care about what the team? Don't raise your voice to me.
They hear it. They hear the question. Yeah, we did.
Motherfucker, you think that first of all, you're not my daddy. So you're not going to talk to me like you're my daddy. And you're acting like a bitch-ass motherfucker. That's what you acting like.
Mm-hmm.
You know? All right. So... yeah, Mick Cronin's a bitch. And if he was dealing with an adult, he might have had a bigger problem. Moving on.
Somebody who's not, worried about their livelihood going forward.
Exactly. Moving on. Kansas State coach. This is the week of coaching situations. Jerome Tang. He got fired. 2 weeks ago. 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 2 weeks ago after he did this after a game. Take a listen. Have you seen this?
I don't remember it, but I remember seeing his face. It was something crazy, and I meant to talk about it.
Take a listen. Take a listen.
Hey, I'm gonna honor Christ like I always do. Blessed to do this, but this was embarrassing. These dudes do not deserve to wear this uniform. There will be very few of them in it next year.
You won't be in it next year.
I'm embarrassed for the university. I'm embarrassed for our fans, our student section. You know, it is just ridiculous. We got practice at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we will get this thing right. I have no answer, no words. So y'all got 2 questions. So whoever want to ask 2 questions, I'll answer them to the best of my ability right now. But right now, like I'm like pissed, and this is all right. Questions.
I guess it just kind of cuts it. If you look at your road home splits, that's what road needs to be down the wire, run off the court. Just kind of explain that.
Yeah, I don't know. I asked the staff this week that same question, and they said that more the opponents. You play. I don't know, because I followed Minnesota last year closely, and they played great on the road and struggled at home. So then they started staying in hotels at home, like treating it like a road game. And so I even talked about, hey, do we need to change that change? But no, none of that crap matter, man. These dudes got to have some. They got some pride, man. They got some pride. It means something to wear a K-State uniform. It means something to put on this purple, man. Our everything this university is about and all that it's been about. Why I love this place, man. Like they don't love this place, so they don't deserve to be here.
Just what did you make of the student section with paper bags on their heads?
Yeah, I'd wear a paper bag too if I was them. Thanks a lot, folks. God bless.
So did that adult reporter ask a bad question about the student section wearing paper bags on their heads?
No, because they talk about his own student section. I don't care about.
It's a student section. What does it matter?
I get it, but the difference between this one and the last one, you're asking me about the opponents.
Well, you kicked your own player out real fast. Maybe the student section is what got you to do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
this guy got fired a couple days after this. This is a guy who had his team in the Elite Eight a few years ago, his first year as the head coach at Kansas State with what's his name? Keontae Johnson and what was that point guard's name? Whatever his name was, I forgot his name. But nonetheless, he got fired a couple days later, and they're trying to fire him for cause. Marquise Noel. They're trying to fire this guy for cause. And it says specifically here.
Oh, good guard. Yeah.
There's language in his contract about certain things that could potentially bring embarrassment. This is what the athletic director said. What's this guy's name? Taylor. What is this fucking Taylor? What is this guy's name? Gene Taylor.
Oh, it's a Taylor.
Yeah, your fucking cousin. Basically, his comments from about the student athletes and the negative reaction to those comments from sources both nationally and locally is where it kind of felt like I needed to make the decision.
Peer pressure.
All right. What I don't know what negative reaction there was. I thought that the reaction was rather positive in supporting this coach.
Parents.
He said literally nothing wrong. He said there are guys here that won't be wearing this uniform next year. They won't be here next year. And that's a fact because most of these teams are completely different every single year nowadays.
I guess Rudy, the point is that it's still the season that's going. You're the coach. Figure it out. Get these players going. You brought them here. Brought them here. So now, you get them going. What's wrong with the players that you went out and brought into this organization? Did you not do your due diligence enough to know that, or you can't get these players going, or you didn't know that these players were these type of players that didn't have any heart, who didn't care, who didn't have any pride?
Nick, but that's sports.
That's sports. It's sports.
You didn't fire him for non-performance. You fired him for cause. Based on
talking.
He brought embarrassment by criticizing his own team publicly for failing to perform and not clearly playing with heart and passion and pride.
So we old school, Rudy. We hear that shit back in the days, and we just roll that shit off our shoulder and come back to practice at 6 a.m. and know that we ain't gonna see a fucking basketball that day. We will not touch a whole basketball that whole day. We'll be sliding up and down that court for 3 hours straight, and they go to the weight room. We know that. That's what we grew up on. But these days, you can't tell these kids that shit and think that they're going to come back and want to play for you or give you effort after that. For the most part, that's just different. And we have to accept that it's different. It's never going to be the same again. The sports changed. The kids have changed. The dynamic of it. The parenting has changed. So these kids, they're tapped. They're congratulated for everything. So you have to find a way where you can communicate with them and not hurt their hearts or their feelings. It's just what it is now, man. But like I said, back in our days, this is a Monday. This is a normal Monday for us. Our coach chewed our ass out. He went and talked about us. They came back and told us to our fucking face that we wasn't shit. And then we had to go back out there and show that we were shit. Mm-hmm. We had to prove it.
I didn't find anything wrong in what he said. I thought it was perfectly justifiable. I didn't think he didn't call anyone out individually. He called out the entire team. He said some people won't be back here. There needs to be pride. And you get fired a couple of days later and your AD makes up some cockamamie bogus excuse. You need Tylenol? What, you all right? What's wrong? Can you go? Sorry, he has asked Gabby for an ibuprofen from their bathroom. Go knock on the door. Ask for one. It's swallow it. Swallow it. Ibuprofen. Yeah. So he said nothing inappropriate. He didn't call anyone out of their name. He didn't curse about anybody. He did none of that. He said there'll be guys that won't be here next year. And you know what? Sometimes it takes a season to figure this crap out. Did you realize that you got guys that don't have pride? You got guys that don't care. They don't care. This guy is born in Trinidad and Tobago. He's a Caribbean dude, Tang, and he's clearly older school. He's like in his late 50s. And you're sitting here now telling coaches that they can't coach, that they can't say anything about their team, that everything has got to be private. No, you need to call people out at times. Like that's just how it goes. And it's really disappointing that you listen, and you wonder why we have a soft-ass society of athletes who think that they're above everything. These guys are 20 years old, making more money than the assistant coaches are in a lot of cases. Hell, some of them might be making more than the head coaches are. And that's a problem in itself. They have no rules. They have no expectations. And they got no pride. And they damn sure don't have any loyalty to the team that they're playing for because they probably played for 3 teams before that team. So at this point, it's like now you fired him because he what public embarrassment did he bring to your school? Actually, most people are applauding that. I thought it was fantastic. If you thought that brought negative publicity to your school, you're part of the problem. Maybe the president of the school should fire you next because you're an idiot. Hey, you just castrated your coach.
You're because you probably didn't want him anymore. Because if I cared and I wanted you, Rudy, that's something that's not gonna make me say, "Oh, I gotta fire Coach Rudy for what he just said." If I believed in you, Rudy, and you're the guy that's gonna lead my team, I'm believing in you every step of the way. Unless you physically groped somebody or did something, some form of misconduct, your words are you coming out there and telling it how it is. And I know you for being somebody who tell it how it is. I gotta respect that.
You swallow it. You don't bite that. He asked me if he should bite an ibuprofen pill.
No. You better not.
Drink. Put the pill in your mouth.
That's
Take some
Nico,
water.
huh?
No, it's Dominic. The finger.
Oh, finger.
Swallow it. No, Nico would bite it. He can't swallow pills. Put the damn thing in a sling, please, or when you go back to it. Yeah, I just thought that was so weak, and I think it's sad, and it just shows where we are in sports. Like we've lost all touch with reality. We're destroying sports. We have made everyone soft, and you wonder why we are where we are. You wonder why we are here where we are because of shit like this. It flabbergasts me. I thought it was great what he did, and I wish more coaches would do that. And clearly, they are not allowed to do that anymore. They are just not allowed to say anything anymore. It's crazy. But I want to bring something else up because this wasn't even on the agenda, but I want you to listen to this. After you heard that, take a listen to this. This is Nafisa Collier telling a story about Gino Auriemma. This one's funny. This one is funny.
One of the craziest things that happened in my time there is we got kicked out of the locker room. I think we were playing like Tulane or something, and we won by 30, but we didn't.
We won by 30. They got kicked out of the locker room after winning by 30.
Rudy, we played Goldman, and coach said if they score over 50 points, all our ass is on the line.
They scored 50 points?
Hell, yeah, they did.
Were you on the line?
Yeah, of course. You're like, y'all let that Clarence Jackson go out there. Fucking God damn it. Michael Jackson. He was when I was running 35 a game. But his brother was doing the same, like 20, but he was just shooting bad shots.
Okay, so listen.
We didn't play well, win by 30, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it had been like a long stretch of bad games. And coach came into the locker room after the game. He's like, make sure all your stuff is out of the locker room by 6 a.m. You guys, you don't deserve to have, you're not working hard to take advantage of all the things that the people behind you have built, all that stuff. So we clean out all of our lockers that night. We had to be in the gym by 6 a.m. All of our practice stuff was gone. We had this prison wear gray cotton, from 2000, all triple extra larges. I had to tie it extra tight with a drawstring. It's not staying up. And we go into the gym. The lights are off. The heat is off.
No.
He makes us wait for an hour. There's one light on, so it's mood lighting. It's freezing. He makes us wait for an hour. He walks into the gym finally. He's like, start running. That's all he said. They put 30 minutes on the scoreboard. So we're running laps, just running. And then finally the last 2 minutes, I'm like, oh, it's the last ones. I'm going to push through. He puts another 20 minutes on. I've never felt so defeated in my whole life. So we keep running. And then finally he's like, okay, you can come off. You've been running hard enough. You can come off. You can start running hard enough. And then there was a couple people left, and he just made them keep running and keep running, until the time ran out. And then they added more time. I was like, yo. So that's crazy.
I'm seeing a trend here. You don't be kicking people out that locker room quick.
Oh my gosh, he's nuts. That's insane.
Now, I think Gino Auriemma would probably lose his job now if he did that, based on how soft people are. But I thought that was hilarious.
No,
that was hilarious.
But that's what we grew up on. Those type of coaches, man. And because they care, it was prideful, man. It's not about wins or losses. And clearly it's not about wins or losses. He said they won by 30. It's about effort. It's about effort. Do you care? Do you not care? Because it's like we said, it's always bigger than basketball. Sometimes it's showing us there's more to life than this. If you just gonna half-ass this, you'll half-ass your way through life. And that's not the person I'm fucking building or care about. I know that you're better. I see you be better. So I need you to be better every time. And I could tell when your effort is not there. I could see when that loose ball was there and you looked at the motherfucker. You didn't dive at it. I could tell when the rebound was right there and you were supposed to box out and you just stood there and you let the other person who's not better than you out hustle you. we see that stuff, and and to get to where we want to go as a team, I'm not allowing it. I gotta do the most irrational, craziest thing to let you know that this is unacceptable. I get it. Been there. I played for a coach by the name of Lawton Williams. If anybody don't know, one of the all-time winningest Florida high school basketball coaches, championships, 7 of them down here. And his earlier years before he became soft, I call him soft all the time, because compared to what he did to us, it's soft. Like y'all, I can't even tell y'all the stories of what he did to us, but y'all can envision what he did to us, because back in the days, you could get away with literally anything. Whatever you could think of, coaches could get away with it. It'll be fine. But nowadays, he has to talk to them and be nice to them, because they'll tell their parents. If I told my parents what my coach did to me, I wouldn't be on the team anymore. First of all, my teammates won't respect me. But I don't even want to be on the team anymore. It was just different back then, Rudy. And they'll never be the same again.
I have a story. I mean, I can't tell the story because it could get him in trouble. I mean, I don't know. Wait, are we past the statute of limitations? we're past the statute of limitations, I think, but it could still cause a problem within the county school system. But just parents reported him for shit that he did. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Who, talking about Lawton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there were parents that actually reported him mid 2015 to 20 on there. Yeah. Like got reported for stuff that he had done.
I know the stuff. I'm pretty sure I can envision the stuff.
And so he had to adjust. That's why he got soft.
Yes.
That's also why the teams have gotten worse. He's only won one state championship in the last decade.
Uh-huh.
And that's because the teams have got because they won 4 in a row. They won 4 in a row, and then they won the one a few years ago with Marcus Allen.
Mm.
And I mean, they lost in the first round this past weekend.
Season over?
Yeah, they're done. Their team sucked this year because there's a softness that's now just destroying sports, in which there's no toughness anymore. And he kind of treated people like they were pledging a fraternity. And
if you know, you know.
Yeah. So, and back in the day, nobody said a word about it. Now people run their mouths and cry about it, and you see the team is not as good as it used to be, because when you're a team that's built on toughness and physicality and discipline, and
you take that to the court,
and playing hard and all that stuff. Like the only reason they didn't win the state championship last year was because one of the kids got hurt in the first 2 minutes of the game against Ely, because otherwise they'd have won that game. They would have won the state championship last year.
What was the last time they won? The year before that? Then
they won 2 or 3 years ago. They won like either 2 or 3 years.
24. It was 24.
Was it? Was it 24? Because I went to the game.
Yeah, they won 24.
I went up to Lakeland. It was at least 2 years. Maybe it was 2 or 3.
Because Brandon went to Flomo after.
Yeah, Brandon Williams was still coaching there.
So that was 24 because he went to Flomo last year, 25.
Yeah, because they had what was it? Because I drove up there, and on top of that, it was what the hell was it? I was watching. That was the Francis Ngannou Anthony Joshua fight. We were watching it in my car, getting into Lakeland. So, yeah, it was. But they would have won that shit last year too. Like last year's team would have won the state championship if he hadn't had one of his best players get hurt in the first 2 minutes of that game, because they led that entire game and they blew it in the last like 4 minutes at Ely. And then Ely won the state championship. This year Ely was 3-18 because their coach got fired. Their coach got fired because he got arrested for illegally renting the gym out at Ely.
That was Ely.
That was one of. There's a bunch. There's more coming. There's more coming.
Yeah.
There's more coming. Yeah. There's a bunch of them. It's not just Ely. There's a bunch of them.
See, man, I want to get into like helping like the young kids out, man. But it's too much going on nowadays, man. Like coaching, things of that nature. And then it sucks down here. They don't pay enough down here in Florida.
I mean, the complaint is that they say that they're stealing money. You know, that's how they view it. They're stealing money because they have the computer system, the rent the
legal
gym,
rent, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, no, there are legalities to it and shit like that. Yeah, it was 24. That team won. They kicked the crap out of Tampa Blake. But you know, I like the old school, man. I appreciate it. You know, there was something that was always told to me when I was younger, and people can agree with it or disagree with it. But if your coach is yelling at you, it's because your coach cares. The second your coach stops yelling at you, they've given up on you. And that means they don't care anymore. Like, you just go off and do whatever the fuck you want. They couldn't care less.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. And I always believe that, because that means they're taking the energy. Because who the hell wants to put in the energy of yelling at somebody that
don't care?
Doesn't care. You know, my sons, you know, they get sensitive and shit with me, but I coach them hard. Like, people. What kills me about travel basketball is that you have coaches that will play their children just because they're their children. And I'm not sitting here saying you shouldn't play your kid, but when you have a 6th grade fucking team and your kid's in the 4th grade and you're putting him on a sixth grade, you know, a 12 or a 13U, and he's not good enough to play on a 10, he's not good enough to play on an 11U, and players that are better are losing time to that kid. Like, that's not how shit rolls, man. I coach my sons in soccer, and I benched Dominic enough times because of behavior. It was ridiculous. Like, I sat them. Like, when they pissed me off, I sat them. Dominic more than Nico, because Nico is a lot more focused, but Dominic has a lot more temper tantrum type behavior. And I benched his ass. I benched him for a half of a soccer game.
Yeah.
Understand it. He was like my 2nd or 3rd best player. You know, we had Nico, we had our best goal scorer, and then we had Dominic. And you know, and now Dominic is bigger than Nico. He's He's over 5'7" now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's 12 years old. He's 5'7", 135. You know. Oh, by the way, and you know, Nico finished 2nd in Broward County Catholic schools in the 100-meter and 200-meter, and it's like he runs like he's punching the fucking sky. Like, he runs like he's like physically like being assaulted. It's like there's no form, there's no fluidity, and
no grace. Just raw.
Bro,
just power.
He ran that motherfucker in the 200. He ran that motherfucker down. Like, and this was his 5th event in 2.5 hours. Like, he ran the 100 to 2 heats of the 100. Then he ran the 4x4. He ran a 400. Then he ran a 4x1. And then he ran and then he ran the 2. You're like, good Lord Almighty. I mean, and he's the only one that did that the entire day. And every point they scored on that team was him. Like, the only points this boys team scored was the events he was in.
Yeah.
But you know, he ended up finishing 2nd in both. It's like, if you learn how to fucking run off of blocks, like, he was stiff standing up. Like, he wouldn't get down into a crouch. Like, he wouldn't even lower himself to like burst. It was like standing straight up, and the same kid beat him both times.
Yeah.
But
pulled it out though.
He was there. I think he got tired, and his starts sucked.
Yeah,
you know, because he's standing stiff. You know, he's standing straight up, and I mean, I think that if he had blocks, he would have run a 12.5. Like, you know, because if he knew how to run off blocks, obviously you have to know how to do it. It's not that simple. He might have fallen flat on his fucking face. I don't know. But I do think he has the ability to become very, very fast. Like, all the shit that he is natural, because he didn't do shit. He's lazy as fuck. He's so damn lazy. But I love the old school mentality. Let's finish this thing off. We got 2 Miami topics, and we'll get out of here. The Miami Heat do nothing in the trade deadline. After all that playing around with us, they gave us foreplay. They told us that they were going to do something. And we walk away with the same exact fucking team. We got pussy Tyler Hero still here. We got pussy Bam Adebayo still here. Maybe Khalil Ware will now get real playing time, and they won't keep fucking with his minutes. What are your thoughts?
I don't think Bam was ever going anywhere. The move
he wasn't, but
I don't think Bam was ever going anywhere. at the end of the day, at first I was mad. I was upset, man. I was like, damn, we didn't pull off nothing. Then I look back, I was like,
only team in the East that didn't make a move.
Giannis is getting older, and he don't want to fucking leave. If he wanted to leave, he'd have made an uproar. I don't think Giannis wants to go anywhere. I think he's okay with just threatening and saying, oh. Like he makes a statement and he comes back off a statement. He makes a statement and come back off a statement. So fuck him. But Ja Morant, I think we should have made a move for him. And if they say that their asking price was too much, I can't believe that. But I did see some ones where they were asking for Jaime Jaquez in it. And I didn't want to do that. But to get him, would I have done it? I would have thought long and hard. The Kel'el Ware part of it, if I'm getting Ja, I want to keep Kel'el. If I was getting Giannis, give him away because you're not playing him and Bam anyway. He was barely playing before that. But at the end of the day, man, really, I don't care no more, man. They broken me. I'm broken. I'm done. I heard about Kyrie Irving. I heard about Dame Lillard. I heard about Kevin Durant. I heard about Gordon Hayward. I heard about Donovan Mitchell. I heard about Bradley Beal. I heard about James Harden. I heard about all these players, and we always was, the Miami Heat they're in the running. They're on the cusp. They're right there. They're the only team, and we get nobody. They broke me. I'm done. I got nothing left to give. I got nothing left. Nothing left, and I got to come back and I got to look at Tyler Hero. Like Tyler Hero, Wiggins. Why is Jaime Jaquez not starting anymore? Like no Wiggins played, nobody played, and we had Gardner starting. We had Fontecchio starting. We're doing everything but put our top two best player on our team in the starting lineup. I'm just sick of it, Rudy. I don't got no more energy, man. You tell me something I don't know, but I don't got nothing more, man. They broke me, and I was hopeful. Me and you talked about it before trade deadline. Like, yeah, we get somebody. I'm like, there's no way we leave this trade deadline without anything. And then after the Grizzlies traded Jaren Jackson, I said, oh, it's a fire sale over there. we leave it with something, and we left with nothing. Couldn't get rid of Terry Rozier expiring contract. They say that we're waiting for Giannis in 2020. What 28 or Joker? That's what we're waiting for.
But when they're 50.
I don't know, man. I don't got nothing left now.
I'm at a point where I just the Miami Heat. I tried to build another section of this podcast with Heat Unfiltered, and they made it really, really hard because first of all, you have 82 games, so it's like really hard to keep up with all the games.
Yeah, and
they're on so many different platforms, so you never know what channel it's going to be on, and when it's on FanDuel, it's a headache and a half. The app doesn't work half the goddamn time. It becomes more aggravating than anything to even try to get the damn game on. And it gets real tired and monotonous with the constant same old shit. Like they'll lose to this trash can team, they'll beat this good team. Kel'el Ware doesn't play today and they lose. Kel'el Ware plays today and they win big because he plays
not fast enough.
Like there's always some level of an excuse. Eric Spoelstra, I think he should be fired. I think Pat Riley should be fired. It's run its course. Like the marriage is over. I don't love you anymore. My love tank is on E, and it ain't filling back up. I don't trust you. And that's how it is. Like I don't trust you anymore, so I don't feel comfortable with you. And obviously, it's not my decision. And if it was, they'd both be fired. But I don't think this is changing. The Miami Heat have killed themselves salary cap wise. They killed themselves by giving up so many picks. They refuse to rebuild. So it's like you're not going to rebuild. You're not going to gut it. But then you're not going to do anything. Or you're going to do tiny moves that don't move the needle.
It's how you go all in and you make the damn move and people are like, but if it don't work, you gave away all your pieces. Well, then you start all over. You cut it. After that, you cut it, and everybody's gone. And then you start over, and you go by that. We are in Miami, and you might attract some people here for the weather, the taxes, and stuff like that. You rebuild through free agency. I never understood you just staying pat in the middle. The draft or free agency, either way. I'm just saying because of Miami, the aspect of Miami of being people actually want to be in this city, you can also do it through free agency.
What makes OKC so scary?
That they have a whole bunch of shit in their
stockpile. They're
and
young.
They keep adding because they have unlimited draft picks.
They're young as fuck. They got Shea, who they got him when he was a baby off of a gift. He's still only 27.
God damn.
Like here's the thing. The Oklahoma City Thunder, as constructed, are going to win the next 3 championships. Unless someone does something heroic, they're going to win the next 3. They're going to win 4 straight. There's no
Wemby's not letting Spurs.
That would be the only. They're not letting them win 4. Only one
because they got young players. They're young like that too.
They're young. That's the only team that can stop Oklahoma City from winning this thing over and over and over again. Because there ain't nobody in the East. Do not tell me that Detroit is going to be a competitor for that Detroit is they're good. They ain't competition for OKC in the playoffs. Like, I don't even believe that Detroit will get to the finals. As much as they're good, they only got one real scorer, and that is Cade Cunningham. And
New York.
I don't know who I like. I don't like anybody in the East. The East is not a good conference. The East is not a good conference.
New York is good.
You think Karl Anthony Towns won't melt into a midget as usual?
It's usually the fouls for him.
You want to know who was the projected Eastern Conference winner when the season started by a lot of people? Orlando.
Yeah,
but they've been decimated this year.
I'm not picking Orlando.
They were picked by ESPN, actually.
They're crazy. Because they added
They're not
Desmond
crazy.
Bain.
They've been injured. They're injured.
I don't care. I don't care if they're healthy. Franz Wagner and Paulo has not.
Yeah, he got hurt.
He has not taken the next step.
He got hurt. He got hurt early this year.
Paulo has played.
What? He got hurt early this year. It fucked with him this year, or it didn't help him. Franz, you don't have to like Mo. You don't like to have. You don't. I don't. Which one is the Franz Wagner? You don't have to like that dude. But
I like him.
Monster, bro.
I like him, but I just think they're a French team. I never saw.
Well, I mean, did you watch them last year?
Yeah, they were a good team.
I mean,
I like Paulo. I think he should be a 25-point a game scorer. I think he's that.
Franz Wagner, Nick, averaged 24 a game last year.
Yeah. And I think Paulo has the talent in the game to be at 28.
He does. Their whole team has been decimated by injuries. And they're still ahead of the Miami Heat.
Because we lost 4 games to them. 3.
Yeah, they beat our ass every goddamn time. And they're still ahead of us. So even in their shit situation, they're still ahead of us. I think the Sixers are way better than I expected. But they ain't going anywhere. The Raptors are way better than I expected. They ain't going nowhere. Cleveland's a fugazi. The team that wouldn't shock me in the least is Boston at this point. Mm-hmm. Boston might very well be the team that comes out of the East. I don't trust the Pistons. I do not. I do not trust the Pistons. Could they make a run for a round or two? Sure. Are they going to the finals? I don't think they're going to the finals. I think OKC is so far ahead of everybody. Even I know head-to-head they lost a couple games to the Spurs.
Denver's right there.
And they also I don't trust Denver either.
Denver's right there.
Denver, they're 7 behind OKC.
But in the playoff series,
I don't trust them either. I think OKC runs.
They're 7 behind OKC, but they also missed their best player for about a month and a half.
Great. Isn't Shea sitting out right now?
Yeah, he just missed like 4 games. Not like
he's missed 7 games, Nick.
Nikola missed a month and a half.
Yeah, okay. Jalen Williams is our second best player. He's missed 28 games.
And they were actually playing better when he missed those games. They only lost 1 game.
Chet's missed 7 games. Hartenstein's missed 26 games. They went out and got Jared McCain. If this kid can play, that's a big time pickup. You know,
fits in social media over there. So.
He's such a fucking fruitcake.
He's such a
fucking like such a. Oh my god, that guy is. You know, but they picked that dude up. If he can be the guy that people saw early last year with Philly, like you have an opportunity with this dude. I mean, they like each other. At least it seems that way.
Mm-hmm.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander left money on the table to sign guys. He didn't take all the money. He took a lot, but he could have gotten more.
Yeah.
You know, I'm highly impressed with Wemby, obviously, and I think I've gained so much more respect for Wembanyama. It's crazy. Like this guy.
Competitive. You like that? That's
competitive nature of him. The I want to win so bad. I want to win in everything. Like it doesn't matter if it's checkers, chess, backgammon, goldfish. He wants to win. He comes back off of injury, and he ain't a pussy fuck bitch like Tyler Hero. I gotta start. No, that motherfucker came off the bench for like a week and a half.
No,
2
longer
weeks.
than that. That's
It was like 7-8 games where he came off the bench because they were playing well. It's like, I'm not messing with that. He's still playing starter minutes. Eventually, he's back in the starting lineup. But it's like he didn't come back and say, "I need to start right now." No, that's Tyler Hero, though.
Go talk to coach.
Yeah, temper tantrum, fucking bitch. Like you got a stud in Stephon Castle. You got De'Aaron Fox. You got a rookie in Dylan Harper. These dudes got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dudes averaging double figures. 8. I don't even know who Julian Champagne is. Champagne is. He's averaging 11.1. He's one of their starters. Keldon Johnson has started 0 games, averaging 13.5 points.
He was a starter. He used to average like 20.
Devin Vassell is averaging 14 points a game. Stephon Castle, 16.5. De'Aaron Fox, 19.4.
They deep, Rudy. They nice.
So even their little dunker, Carter Bryant, who lost the dunk contest, he's averaging almost 10. He's averaging 3.4 points per game. Like they got a lot of dudes, and like they're the only team that I see that has a shot against OKC. I don't think they beat them this year, but these teams are good because they have developed players. They're building through the draft. They're not going after and
they have a plan.
They're not mortgaging a franchise every fucking year. The Miami Heat, we have been sitting here looking at Bam Adebayo for a decade now. A decade. This guy is only getting worse. I don't care that he had a good final 15 games just to end the break. He had a brutal first 40. Brutal. And you refuse to look at trading him. He's the only tradable piece on your team besides Jaime Jaquez. You devalued Khalil Ware.
I think people. What do you think that people don't want Hero? Also, maybe it's not.
Want him, Nick.
That's what I was. So that's another thing.
Want him.
That's another thing. So we didn't make a trade. I think people didn't want Hero.
They don't want him, Nick.
So that's why I'm not so mad at Pat. And I actually sat back and at first I was mad, Rudy. Then I sat back. I don't think nobody want Hero.
Why do you think they don't want him, Nick?
Unhealthy. He's really a 6-man. He's really just a microwave. He's not a person that's gonna command $55 million a year.
Whose fault?
His contract is coming.
Whose fault is that?
The Miami Heat.
You know what he is. I know what he is. We're just fans who have a little bit of basketball knowledge. Are you sitting here telling me that I know what he is, you know what he is? Guess what? Everybody and their mama wanted Jamal Crawford. Everybody and their mama would want Lou Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the world would I change what I use him as when that's his strength? They moved him into the starting lineup to be a point guard.
No.
He's not a point guard.
No.
He is a scoring guard off the bench. He is a 6-man. Manu Ginobili is in the Hall of Fame as a sixth man. And Tyler Hero got better numbers than Manu Ginobili. You already know that I think Manu Ginobili's in the Hall of Fame is a joke. But Tyler Hero can come off your bench averaging 25 and 4 and be perfect in that role. And then you can really trade him. You want to force him to be a starting guard. He's not. He fucks up rhythm. He is a black hole. He cannot handle the ball. He plays bad defense. Even when he plays good defense, he's still playing bad defense. And on top of that, he gets nobody else involved. He makes nobody better. And he can't handle the rock. So why am I forcing this square peg into a round hole? It's like, I got to start this guy. And then you guys jump and start him because he complains? This is on the Miami Heat. This is on them. And yes, he has injury issues. No question about it.
God damn.
You gave that motherfucker $35 million a year. Why did you do that?
That's the going rate.
They don't want him because he's overpaid. They also don't want him because you've exposed him for what he is. Nobody wants this dude. Nobody wanted him for 3 fucking years. Nothing has changed. He's a role player trade, paid like a really good player.
That's why I can't be mad about that part of.
But I can be because they created it. They created it. Why they extend him? Why would you extend him then? You had options. You didn't have to extend him. These teams are so quick to extend players. Why would you extend him? He was constantly hurt. Why would you give him a 4-year, $120 million deal? He's still got 1 more year left on his deal. They were looking at extending him last year, Nick.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they give him that motherfucker 3 or 4 more years? We would be in
at $50 million?
At $50 million a year. We would be stuck with this bum for fucking 6 more years? And this bitch can't stay healthy for more than a week?
That's real. I looked at that injury report. They said he's nearing return. He's still not back.
Bro, boxers will fight with a broken rib. This guy can't play basketball with a pain in his rib. His first year, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Nobody wanted him when he was making $5.5 million. Nobody wanted him. He was already hurt all the time. He was always injured at 21. Do I want to give up Jaime Jaquez? No.
No.
But I also want him to start.
Yes. Like, why are we... Whatever.
I want him to start.
Yeah.
I want him to start.
Why is Wiggins still starting over him? Is Wiggins your future?
Why isn't Wiggins a part of this any deal you make? He should be.
He should be.
He should be. Because he's just a fucking role player. Like who we start? And I said this to you before. We made a trade to bring a 3rd string point guard in and made him our starter. He's a backup. He should always be a backup. And
I do like Cass, man. Cass been playing good.
Again, if you want, why not just start him?
About that time. It's almost about that time.
Make him a starter.
You
drafted him. Like right now, Miami, again, we're sitting here 29 and 27, 56 games in. We're a half game out of first in the Southeast. We're an 8th seed. We're in a play-in again. We are a perpetual play-in team. Norman Powell is our best player. He's our top scorer. Jaquez is probably our best player, but Eric Spoelstra has moments where he doesn't like him. And I'm starting. You know who I'm starting? I'm starting Kel'el Ware. Of course, it ain't gonna happen. I'm starting Kel'el Ware. I'm starting Bam.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm running with Jaquez, out of
Norman.
Jaquez, Norman Powell, and Kasparis,
Yeah.
Kasparis Jakashonis.
Yes.
And then I'm bringing, and you know who my sixth guy is? Pele Larson.
Oh my! I might start Pele.
I might start Pele over Kasparis, but I don't know if is he a point guard or not. I don't know if he's a point guard.
He's really a 2. We'll handle it.
Then I'm starting Kasparis because I gotta start a point guard.
But because Jaime handles the ball, so when he's in, he has the ball. So I don't need to start.
And Mitchell will play, but he's gonna come off my bench. He's the energy guy coming off my bench.
Yes.
Tyler Hero ain't playing.
But I'll start Pele with Jaime and Norman. Because I love Pele.
Then you're bringing Kasparis off the bench.
Yeah. Him and Mitch could come off the bench.
You know, like Jovic is being traded. They've killed his value too. His value's been dead.
He killed his own value.
Oh, they killed it too. They're so inconsistent with playing time, Nick. It's like whose dog did you kick yesterday that made him not want to play you? Like he plays you today, you play well.
Nicolo's getting heavy minutes at the beginning of the year, Rudy.
And then all of a sudden he got benched. Because
he was turning the ball over every second he got and not making shots and doing dumb shit. His turnovers was
Bam Adebayo 42% from the field the first 40 games.
Jovic's turnovers were so dumb.
You can make up a reason to bench anybody on this team, but they'll never bench Bam. They'll never sit him. Bam Adebayo got dirt on somebody. I've never seen a player more protected than Bam Adebayo. Did you see? Oh, you did see it. These motherfuckers were talking about trading Jimmy Butler after we went to the finals.
Jimmy be rubbing people wrong, Rudy.
Can you imagine trading a guy if he just went for 56 and 42 and brought this team to the finals with these fucking bums beside him again? And I'm sorry, but there comes a point where I am so sick of the common Heat fan. Their lack of basketball knowledge is painful. One thing about South Florida that we both know, these motherfuckers don't know sports.
No.
Whether it's the newfound Hurricane fan who don't know dick, the Heat fan who brings out the pots and the pans, or the new hockey fans that don't exist that all of a sudden are on Bird Road hitting pots and pans but couldn't tell you wouldn't know who the fuck Matthew Kachuk if he was standing right in front of your fucking face. These motherfuckers really are on board sitting here saying, well, that just proved that Jimmy Butler couldn't win it by himself. Fuck. Nobody can win by themselves.
He damn sure tried. He made a valiant effort.
LeBron James could not win by himself.
No.
He could not win with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh next to him. And you're going to sit here and tell me that Jimmy Butler, who took two Miami Heat teams to the finals with his second best player being the equivalent,
Dragic the first time.
The first time, Dragic, yes. With his second best player being the equivalent to the fourth option on a title team.
The second time, it was Gabe Vincent. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Truth.
It was Gabe Vincent.
It was Gabe Vincent. Hell, for a series, who was it? Caleb
Martin.
It was never Bam Adebayo. He was never the second best player on the floor for the Heat in these playoff runs.
No, that's when he's kind of wilters.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me that Jimmy Butler showed he couldn't do it because he couldn't win with a bunch of G Leaguers? With G Leaguers?
Duncan.
Dude,
Highsmith.
One of those teams had 7 G League players on it, Nick.
Yeah, that's Highsmith, Duncan.
Highsmith,
Gabe.
Martin, Duncan, Strus, These are all G League players.
I forgot about Struz.
Dave Vincent. They're all G League players playing major fucking minutes. Starters. The only non-G Leaguers were fucking Bam, and Hero was never healthy.
He was out.
He was
didn't even
always
make
out.
it back for the finals.
Yeah, for one game, and he stunk. Like who on the team? Who on the team was I said to this one dude, I said, your second best player is the fourth option on a team. And this guy says to me, Bam is the second best player on a team. I'm like, no, he's not.
No.
He was our second best player, and we couldn't win shit because he was completely inconsistent in performance.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Didn't even
the first year we lost is because we had them both get hurt in game 1 against the Lakers in the bubble. I'm sorry, if Bam and Goran don't get hurt, we win that finals. We win that shit. We win that shit. Because if LeBron James loses Anthony Davis for 6 games, they don't win. If it's Jimmy versus LeBron, and AD and Bam and Goran are not playing, the Heat win. I am convinced of it. He outplayed LeBron. He was the first player to ever outscore, assist, and rebound LeBron in a game, head-to-head, in the finals, I believe it was. First one ever. He had that triple-double against LeBron.
Yeah.
He had 2 triple-doubles in that series. 2.
We needed it.
2, and we won both those games. 2 triple-doubles.
That boy was on the holding on by.
I can't breathe because I'm carrying 1,000 pounds of weight. And we all know why the Lakers really won that series. Anthony Davis was the big reason for why they won that series. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like, we did not have a healthy team, and we got to the finals, and Jimmy Butler dragged us the fuck there. And yet you have Miami Heat fans who, I swear to God, live in this world that they will fucking, if Pat Riley did this shit right now, they would get under and drink that shit. They would get under his cock and drink his piss, because it doesn't matter what you see. It matters that Pat Riley said so he must be right. Fucking give me a break, man. That shit is so ridiculous. They were looking to trade him. If he had been traded the year after that right after going to the finals.
What he turned? 34, 35?
I don't care what he turned. Shit, it don't matter. You just went to the finals with this dude. He's been asking you to bring another guy to help him. He ain't ever care about deferring to a guy who can put the ball in the hoop. We have never had a consistent. I'm gonna go look now because now I just gotta go do it. In 2020, right? NBA Finals. Heat Lakers. Game 1, Anthony Davis had 34 points. They won that game. Game 3, Jimmy Butler had 40, 11, and 13. We won that game. Game 4, we lost. Jimmy had 22, 10, and 9. He led us in every category. Game 5, he had another triple-double, 35, 12, and 11. Led us in every category. Game 6 is when Bam finally showed up for a fucking hot second. Our second leading scorer in
We're getting our ass whooped. I remember that shit.
Yeah,
hell no.
Those fluffy numbers. Numbers.
Hell no. I'm not giving. Yeah, I remember that shit. Hell
Jimmy Butler's number 2 scorer that series was Bam Adebayo. He averaged 15.3 points per game. 15.3 points per game.
And that's in that last game.
Yes. Because up until that point, he was averaging like 11. Hero averaged 14.7. Duncan Robinson, 12.5. Kelly Olynyk, 11.6. Jay Crowder, 11.2.
Damn, Kelly Olynyk.
Kendrick Nunn, 10.5. Goran averaged 5.5 because he only played in a game and a half. And Bam did get hurt in game 1. His shoulder got fucked up.
Yeah.
But again, Anthony Davis averaged 25 and 11. You know, it wasn't like LeBron won with, Matthew Dellavedova. And then what was then we had what? And look, the last one versus the Nuggets. At that point, Jimmy was hurt. His ankle got fucked up because Josh Hart took his ankle out. We all know what happened there. That was clear. I still believe he did that shit on purpose. That was the only way to stop him. In that finals, our second leading scorer in that finals. Actually, Jimmy was the second leading scorer in that finals. He had 21.6. Bam led us in scoring at 21.8.
Oh.
But by that point, Jimmy Butler was on E.
Yeah.
Because let's see what did Bam do in that playoff? Because Jimmy at that point, remember his ankle was fucked up.
Yeah.
He got hurt But yeah, Bam still got absolutely murdered by Jokic.
Oh yeah.
Got murdered by Jokic. We were too.
Jokic,
you know the guy that killed us with the guy that kills us with the Nuggets. It's
Aaron Gordon.
It's Aaron Gordon, man.
Every time
we have nobody that can guard him.
Yeah, we trying to put Caleb Martin on him. I think and then we were switching this. We were switching that series.
It's too small.
And Gabe Vince was ending up on Joker.
No,
it was
too small.
Yeah.
That was the problem. We were always too small, and that was the position where he would absolutely annihilate us. Let's see here. What was that year? Okay, so against Boston. This is Bam against Boston. 20, 22, 13, 10, 16, 11, and 12. That was the series what we won in up in Boston. We went 3-0, then 3-3, and then we won in Boston. So he in that game 7, he was 4 of 10. Biggest game of the year. Bam Adebayo goes 4 for 10. The game before that, 4 for 16. He's a 4 for 7. 4 for 5. He took 5 shots. 5 shots. Against the Knicks, 16, 15, 17, 23, 18, and 23. Against the Bucks, 22, 18, 12, 15, and 20.
Yeah.
That's a 4th option. 3rd at best. Yeah, these Heat fans are fucking morons. So exhausting. They're fucking they're so fucking dumb. These people are dumb. But I feel like either you make the trades, you gut the whole goddamn thing, because we're gonna be watching the same shit next year.
Yeah.
Final thing before we go, Miami Dolphins cut Tyreek Hill. They cut Bradley Chubb. What are your thoughts on them cutting Tyreek Hill?
It was time. I mean, he already made his bed the year before, man, when he kind of called out the whole. Yeah, he quit it on the team, called everybody out. It was time to do it, man. He's coming off. Who knows the player he's gonna be? He's over 30. He's a guy that's based his career off of speed, and it wasn't route running or anything like that. So
speed, all speed.
You got this whole shit, man. It's time to cut it. Chubbs, what has he done? He came over as high ranked trade they made for it, and it didn't pay dividends on the doesn't get pressure on the quarterback. Tore up both his knees, or that's Achilles, right? So,
he got hurt late in that game. We were getting blown the fuck out, and where I said he should have been on the field. And you told me you can't bench everybody. I'm like, no, he wouldn't have been playing. But
can't bench everybody. But it's time for them to start over, man. Quarterback, receiver, DN. Get rid of all these high paid players, man. We see the formula for this shit. You build this. You build a team. You build with young players. You build on the O line. You build on the D line. And then you fill in everything else around it.
Okay. Are they going to cut Tua?
I don't know if they can. They can, but you're gonna eat a lot of dead cap.
No one would take him in a trade.
That's what they're trying to figure out. I mean, who? I'm trying to think. I try to think of any team that would take on a $55 million quarterback. They can use him.
A $55 million quarterback who ain't good.
Who's not good?
Who's not good?
Who's small, fragile, and gets hurt. Can't throw the ball down the field. I don't know many teams. The Jets, they're dumb, but I don't even know if they're that dumb. Pittsburgh, if you don't bring back A-Rod, but I don't know if their management is that dumb. I don't know who's dumb enough. I don't see anybody taking them on. So you might have to just cut them and then rock out with who you got, Quinn Ewers, and draft the quarterback and let them battle it out. Y'all talking about getting Malik Willis. I'm not big on that move yet.
Is there any reasonable or any reason on earth that you would not start Quinn Ewers next year regardless?
If you draft the quarterback, possibly.
Dolphins will be a mid-round pick.
Yeah. So if you draft Simpsons, you know y'all gonna draft Simpson, right?
It wouldn't shock me. Another Alabama bum.
Yeah, you know how y'all do. I think Quinn Ewers showed enough that he deserved to come into the league next year as a quarterback.
I would start Quinn Ewers. Like he would be my starter coming into camp.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to win the job. You've already got the job.
Mm-hmm. And start building around it. And then if it don't work and you're back in the lower end of the draft next year,
you get to draft the quarterback. You draft the quarterback.
But you should start building around it. Don't go drafting a quarterback just because you have a pick to draft the quarterback early on. If he's not worth it, you don't think he's a changer for your franchise, you don't draft him in the first round. Stop forcing quarterbacks to be picked up in the first round. We rated none of these quarterbacks top draft picks, and now all of a sudden y'all want to make them first rounders.
There isn't one guy in this draft that's a first round quarterback. There's not one guy, but the Raiders are gonna go draft Mendoza. They're gonna regret it every day of their lives. He's gonna get his head taken off. They're gonna force him to start as a rookie. It's gonna be a disaster. And then some dumbass team will white privilege Ty Simpson as these pundits push him up the rankings.
There's nobody else to get. So a quarterback got to
trade. No, they don't. Trade down. I don't understand. I have lost respect for this shit. You don't have to draft a quarterback.
You don't have to.
Just because you need one. Just because you know what? There's a second round. There's a third round. You can draft somebody in the second, third. I'll tell you this. I would love it if the Dolphins drafted Carson Beck in round 3 or 4. I would love it. I'll put him in a competition with Quinn Ewers. I got no problem with that.
He's played enough.
I got zero issue. I got zero issue with it. But if I'm the Raiders, I trade down, and I'm gonna walk away with 2 or 3 picks in the first round,
and build a team.
And I'm gonna make my team better because I'm sure they need more than a quarterback.
Yes, they do.
So I'm gonna build my team and be a lot better. I'm not gonna just say I'm gonna give Mendoza the damn pick because
with bad players around him and expect him to change it.
Nick, did we ever talk about that national championship game on a show or not?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. The man threw 16 swing passes in the national championship game. He threw nothing down the middle of the field. We're going to now put him in the NFL and say, go throw the ball down the middle of the field?
Yeah.
On the worst team in football?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck with your experiment there. You're going to get him killed. They're going to get him killed. I think they're insane. But let's do. That's all I got for tonight, man. You got anything left?
No.
All right, folks, man. Appreciate y'all jumping on board, man. It's been a great night. We are only a couple of weeks away from March Madness.
You ready for it?
Couldn't tell you who's playing for anybody.
Let me start diving into this shit.
Couldn't tell you who's playing for anybody. I mean, I'm gonna obviously be paying a lot of attention to the women's game, except for the fact that I already know that UConn's gonna win the whole goddamn thing. They're not losing a game. They're going to win every tournament game by 20. They are so much better than anybody else. Like, it's not remotely fucking close. They're so much better than everybody else. And like they won like 15 or 16 straight games by 25 or more until last week. They won by 15. And they have been annihilating people all year long. They got 5 top 15 wins, regardless of whatever criticism that these people from the SEC want to give them.
Yeah.
They're so much better. LSU is a fugazi pretender. South Carolina's just beat them again for the 18th straight time. And Texas just lost to Vanderbilt. So they're fugazi. I mean, it's hey, by the way, on Sunday, UCLA plays USC. I got reached out to by a UCLA documentary who asked to utilize clips from the podcast that I did like a year ago when UCLA had all their freshmen transfer.
Yeah.
So they're using a couple of clips from the podcast on Sunday in something they have previewing the UCLA USC game. So I'm not sure exactly what it's going to look like, but I gave him permission. I told the person, I hope they don't dislike me a whole lot, because I had a whole lot of shit to say about them people. But whatever, you know. But nah, the men's basketball is difficult because I don't know who's on any of these teams. I think the Hurricanes have a shot to make a decent run. They can't make a free throw to save their lives. They can't make 3-point shots, but they play hard as shit, and they are physical as fuck around the rim. They gut it out. They're 21-5, 10-3 in the ACC. Jay Lucas has them going. I mean, in very impressive. And obviously, you have Duke. You've got UConn, who's 24-2, and they're back again. And Arizona's really good, and Houston's really good, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm gonna watch. Obviously, that's the most fun time of the year. There's nothing better than March Madness for me. That will always be the greatest. I just wish I knew who the hell was on these teams, because they always switch. They flip flop all the time. So
good luck. Good luck with that shit.
Anyhow, people, that'll do it for this evening. On Friday, we will be jumping on at 7:00 to do a live on Unrivaled, and you will get a chance to listen to us crack on the dog shit product we watch on Friday night. So jump on board, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night. This is The Big Show. Facts or Feelings, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.